All right, welcome back, everyone. Super excited to be here, to see everyone, hear from everyone. We're just doing some last setup stuff. Of course, some settings aren't working as soon as it's time to stream, and my Beam files had to validate right before I started, but we should be good. I don't know any stream that starts off exactly how it should. So I think I got my chat working, but I think I lost a little bit from the top. So let me go back here. Wow, a lot of people already in the live stream. Good to see everyone's chat's already blowing up. This is exciting. Let's go ahead and just dive in. We have a lot to get to tonight. We're gonna start a new playthrough. We're gonna start a new career. So let me go ahead and get that going. Maybe we call it, I don't know, season 2. Don't need a tutorial where we're going. Start that up. Yeah, so thank you so much for all the support in the channel lately. We've had so many subscribers, so many likes, so many views. It's been extremely motivating as we've pushed out these last few updates. We're going to talk about updates soon today, but one thing I wanted to address as well is starting a new career. You know, a lot of things we always talk about is like how do you make money fast? What should you do to really launch your career in BeamNG off correctly? And as I've been playing, I've been trying to ask myself, you know, what happens if you just sell your starter car and go straight into being a police, working for the police? So that's what we're going to try today. See how much money we can make by just selling the car and then buying a police car and doing that for about an hour or so. And then we're going to talk about the upcoming update. I'll show you some sneak peeks of what we're working on, give you guys a time frame of this next update and maybe some future updates as well. And we'll do a lot of Q&A as well throughout this. I'll also kind of be dual recording this as well for footage later. And then we have a fun event. We're going to be celebrating ShiftTab's 500 subscribers. So if you guys don't know ShiftTab, good friend of mine, my editor, my thumbnail creator. We've done a lot of content together, and we're going to be doing a kind of career multiplayer challenge. We do these from time to time with other people. This one's going to be just him and I celebrating kind of both of our 500 subscribers. So if you don't know ShiftTab, his channel's in the description. Go give him a like, go give him a sub. He's doing great with his content, and we'll talk more about that when we get there. Looks like we're loaded in, but I want to get to some of these chats. So let me. Wow, we have so many. So Graveyard, you're the first in. Welcome, Graveyard. Jerka says my body is ready. Too funny. Good to see everyone. Good to see you, Irma. I don't know how to say that. That's a whole nother language. I'm gonna call you A though. Hopefully you know who you are. Jake, welcome to the chat. Good to see you in a live stream. Started a little earlier today because I hope to finish a little earlier today, but I think we all know how that typically goes. Let me know if any sounds sound off or anything needs to be updated as well. Manuel, let's go. Good to see you. Simon Wint, welcome to the chat. Justin, welcome to the chat. Justin says, Shift Auto, when's the next video? That's the first question he asked. Yeah, Shift Tab, when is your next video? He actually did just drop a video, I think it was like 30 minutes ago, so I didn't get to watch it, but it looks like a Spica, and it looks like it's at a drag strip, and him and I were talking, and I was like, dude, I just want to make a Spica drag car. And he said, I think that's about all you can do with it, because we've done some drifting with it and whatnot. So it looks like, I think Shift Tab and I are going to have to kind of have some kind of competition, some friendly competition on who can make the fastest drag Spica. That's gonna have to be a thing. Justin says, you're the reason for me buying a sim setup. Awesome. I'm glad you got to get a sim setup. It's a lot of fun. My sim setup's a little outdated. It's missing a few key pieces, like a real solid stand. It has a stand, but it's kind of wobbly. I want like a real solid one, something you like sit on the ground with. I think that'd be better. So look, okay, so shift answer all of those. Awesome. Simon says, I do hate to ask, but Raceless, you know, with the old classic engine expansion, the D series doesn't have the swap anymore. Would it return in the future? My understanding is it never did have the swap. My understanding is that is kind of behind a paywall, and the creator is eventually going to release it once it's kind of through its beta stages. But do go subscribe to that creator. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. I think it starts with an L. He's super cool. We actually just updated the RLS career collection with a couple more of his mods, or I think just one more of his mods. But that's definitely by far one of my favorite mods, the coolest engine pack for sure. And he has a Patreon you can go support and kind of get some early access to. But for the career collection, we're not doing the paid stuff, obviously. Ord Sim, welcome to the channel, or welcome to the chat. Ord is in the chat. He also has a new channel, so go subscribe to him as well. Check him out. He does a lot of the FDRP stuff we do, so the Formula Drift roleplay in BeamNG. We'll talk more about that if you're interested in doing some BeamNG roleplay. We are starting that up as well. Information for that will be in the Discord, and I think we're soft launching it Friday, and then the next few days or next few weeks we'll really start hitting it hard. Just a guy, welcome. So I'm so excited to see what you got for us. Absolutely. Okay, I think I'm caught up, so I can switch to my other chat. Let's go ahead and buy our first career car real quick too, though. The goal is to buy a police car, but I want to buy a good one. So it looks like we got a 90 or 89 Corvette and a 90s BX series. Let's buy the Corvette because we're just going to sell it. I think we can earn profit on that. Happy Wednesday, everyone, too, for everyone, I guess, who's still in the Wednesday time zone or whatever. Halfway through the week. Tomorrow's Thursday, which is practically Friday, so congratulations, you're almost to the weekend. 33 viewers, incredible. Welcome, everybody. Absolute record-breaking so far. Let's get back to this chat. Okay, so I did hear someone, I think, subscribed or something. I need to go double check that. Air Racer just subscribed to Shift Tab. Welcome, or good stuff. Billy Rhodes, welcome. Howdy, good to see you. I want to make sure I hit everybody at least once. Wabnicki. I started out selling the base car for a profit and did the police thing. It was a good consistent money. Cool. We're gonna check that out today. Let's see. Kyle, welcome to the chat. Dude, I'm so excited. I am excited too. You know, I actually talked to Shift Tab on the way home from work today, and I was just like, I'm tired, man. I'm exhausted. With my current job, we do a lot of meetings right off the rip of the month, and so the first 3 days are just constant meetings and me running the meetings all day. So I'm talking all day, and then to come home and be like, oh, I gotta stream and keep talking. It can be a little exhausting, but I talked to Shift Tab, got hyped a little bit, and now I'm super hyped with everyone here in the stream. So happy to be here. Let's see who else we got. Wabnicki says, so the speaker is a dead mod, right? I got it from somewhere, and I've seen other people have it show up in their career with real prices, but mine are under illegal imports. Yeah, so the speaker, I don't know what happened, but the creator seemed to have been banned. Him and I had worked together to get his mods in the career collection, and I actually went through and updated. Well, first off, I got his permission for everything, and then I went through and updated all the values to make it more realistic or to work with the career mode. So if you want the speaker in the dealerships at correct prices, you'll need to download the RLS career collection, and that'll work out for you. Let's see. Oh, I made it to the bottom of the chat. Awesome. Didn't the Angie, the great guy, get hired by Beam for sound design? There's a possibility they take interest in Raceless because this mod is lifeblood to the career mode for the game. That'd be pretty amazing. Not gonna lie, I would love to be a part of the Beam devs. I have talked to them a little bit here and there, just kind of actually by accident. I was trying to figure out how to do some things and kind of came across them, and they are some of the nicest people. They are extremely passionate about their work and their game, and there's something about when you work with other passionate people towards a common cause or a common goal is just, to me, that is a rewarding career. Not a certain amount of money or a certain retirement. It's the experience along the way. So BeamNG definitely seems like that kind of place. So that'd be pretty cool. Ducky Motorsport, welcome to the chat. The creator was accused of child stuff, asking for pics of it. Okay, that's not good. Hopefully that didn't, I don't know. I'd like to say hopefully that didn't happen, but he's gone, so who knows? There must have been some truth to it. Gross to hear. But let's go ahead and sell our car. Sell this guy for $14,500. So we're making a profit off the rip. I think we are. Let's see. What's okay, 22.4. Okay, we're a little behind. Let's purchase a police car. Before I forget too, there's a couple of housekeepings I want to talk about. So we hit 500 subscribers, which is super exciting. We hit that about a couple weeks ago. Now we're already close to 1,000, so that's amazing stuff. It's fun to see this blow up. So one thing, I enabled the members and super chats. I'll be honest, guys, I don't really know much about YouTube and how that all works, but it's there if you want to take part in it. We do have a membership area. It has some perks to it. One of them is being an early playtester. So basically, we have these builds that are kind of half working, but the hardest part for Tristan and I is to actually do the play testing and to hold ourselves back from releasing it and really take time with it. So it'd be great to have some play testers, but we also don't want to just open up to everybody. So if you're really interested, you can join the membership for that. And we have donation links and stuff, but I want to really emphasize that if you feel like you can't financially do it, don't do it. It's not worth it. Your money is hard earned and worth it for you to use it on whatever you want, and make sure you're financially good first before you donate. I guess donate responsibly. I'm not in it for the money. Money isn't what I need. Of course, everyone could use more of it. Time is really what I need, and nobody can give that. So, but the memberships and super chats are there. And if you do submit a super chat or whatever, please let me know too. I don't want to miss it because I never received one, so I don't want to screw it up. I don't want to waste that for you. And with that being said, well, we'll talk about updates a little bit later. So let's find this cop car. We could take a taxi to the police vehicles, but that would spend money. Oh, an unmarked cross-sport. Okay. This might be worth taking a taxi for. So $275. At least we'll be at the police dealership, so we know exactly what we're getting, or we'll have just police cars to choose from. Ord says, I asked Santa Beam for VR and they made it. Yeah, Ord plays BeamNG in VR, so definitely go check out his channel for that. It seems really interesting. We do drift events together, and I've seen glimpses of his point of view on Twitch and YouTube, and it looks like a lot of fun in VR. So we have two cross sports here, an unmarked for $8,000 and an $18,000 one. So I have used cross sports before. They're pretty good, but the problem is that front bumper is really weak. It gets caught under the tires, and it makes kind of pitting, and it makes for a kind of fragile car. That's also in the career collection. So I think we're going to pass on those. We do have the Pessima Police here, but front wheel drive is really not my thing. I don't like it. It's a pretty good car, but I'm just not a front wheel drive person. Then we also have this Vertex for 15 grand. It has the front bumper. It's also front wheel drive though. This isn't the best choice, but I don't know if I want to wait. Let's inspect this. Let's see, where were we with the chat? Ducky says, and no offense, but the illegal import kind of takes away a little bit for how much they charge in fees. Well, the illegal imports isn't necessary. So Ducky's talking about the illegal import dealership edition that we added. Really, the purpose of the illegal imports is to provide a way for those who have mods that don't have prices to still show up. Now, we actually did tweak the dealership, so I think right now anything without a price can still show up, and it's not really how it's supposed to be. There normally are minimum values for each dealership. So the purpose of that one was just to be like, hey, if you have a mod, it'll show up there. There's kind of like an empty filter, or I guess a filter that makes it to where those vehicles tend to show up more there. But we also don't want to just be like, hey, here's your mod and here's your free car, because some people really like a certain car, but then they don't want it to be free. They still want the experience, and they're not sure how to adjust the values. So the idea is there's a large fee involved, right? So you imported it, but it's like 30 grand or something like that to make it legal and all that. So it's not supposed to be an exploit. It's not supposed to be like, hey, free cars, cheap cars. It's supposed to be just a way to access other mods. Jiraka says, if a trailer is going to be worth that much money, it sounds like the ideal living place for Gen Z. Yeah, I guess you could buy a trailer, make that your garage. Trailers are pretty expensive, but I haven't actually done too much with the deliveries. We'll have to do more of that in live stream and off camera. And as I take more feedback from you guys, are you getting paid too much for deliveries? Because that used to be a big trend. We want to watch out for that. I think we're gonna buy this. I also want to catch up on chat real quick because this is blowing up. Oh my goodness, who's honking? I think that pops in the chat. I think it pops up in the chat if they do. Okay. Draka says the unmarked Mazda handles good. Maybe we should have gone with that. I haven't driven that one. I bet the high clearance would be good for curbs. That's a good point, Jiraka. Justin, welcome to the chat. Dumb question: is it possible to make the walk speed faster? That's not a dumb question at all, and that's actually, I don't know why I never thought about that. That'd be a lot better if we could walk faster. I'm gonna look into that. Maybe there has to be some kind of speed variable with it, or maybe it's a horsepower thing. Maybe you have to tweak that aspect. Arrow says, hey Raceless, if I have an automatic car in Beam's career mode, will it show up in the dealership in your mod? Oh, an automation car. That's a great question. I've played automation. I've never actually imported automation mods though. I like the BeamNG style. I don't know. That's a good question. Let me know in the chat if has anybody spawned automation cars into your game? Because that would be pretty cool. Go ahead and purchase this. Oh, I gotta close all these doors now. Let's see. Lockman says, I'd recommend the one with the push bar. I got the Sunburst Police, and I kept having to repair because the front bumper would fall off and get caught up in the wheel. Yeah. You know, police work, you'll get paid well, but you got to also do it well, and you got to do it tactfully and have the right car for it, right the gear for it, or else you'll end up paying a lot in repairs. More horns going off. That is very quiet. Let me go ahead and lower the music a little bit. Let me know if that's too quiet. Here's the siren. I'll probably not run this the whole time we're chasing people, because, I mean, sirens are cool and all, but it sure does get kind of drony or loud. If anyone has a favorite siren, maybe we'll switch this at some point. We are a cop now. Ooh, almost hit that wall. I hear other cops at work, so let's go to work now and see how much money we can make. Yes, you can use shift for running. That is a thing. Okay, I hear sirens this way. I'm just gonna go code 2. That's what they call it here. Just lights. Okay, nothing that I'm seeing. Ooh, excuse me. Alright, I was just gonna cruise around town here. Yeah, okay, Justin's talking about running by default. Man, this chat's blowing up. How far behind are we? Can the dealership fee be variable so it's not always a flat 30K? We can look into that. It kind of was like slapped on there at the time, but it definitely could be improved. And I think variable would be cool. Just we love dynamic things over here. And Miss Clown, welcome to the chat, Clown. Hey, is this any way to have the J-beam value of cars with slight plus or minus changes? I just totally ran that red. I'm not sure exactly what you mean. It sounds like you're trying to mass adjust the prices of vehicles, or maybe you're trying to adjust the raw kind of default frame instead of each configuration. I'm not quite sure. Let's head up here, up towards the inner city. Oh, I forgot. Hold on. Before we make any money, I want to get a timer going because we're going to do this for exactly an hour and see how it goes. Oh, but how do I do that? Oh, I need to figure out how many seconds is in an hour. I think it's 30,600. Sounds about right. Okay. 1 hour timer. Starting up. Banu says, how can I make money with deliveries? I feel like it's just not worth it. Escaping police is way better. That's cool that you enjoy escaping police. That's actually Tristan's favorite part as well. There's gonna be a lot more to come with that, hopefully. But deliveries, it takes some sacrifice. You have to put in some time. I think level 1 isn't super profitable, but I got up to level 2 and started making a lot of money. If you want to dip your toe in it, you can do rentals and loaners, which are unlockable at level 1 now. Highly suggest that. But yeah, it's kind of difficult to do at the beginning, but it seems like it does really reward well at the end. Looks like we have an accident here. Let's see if we can make some money off this. Now, sometimes they'll have some kind of collision. I think this guy's gonna run. Sometimes you get paid for collisions. I can't tell if I mean, he's not stopping for our lights. There it is. I think we're just gonna let him go. I think he's kind of living his own world. But someone's fleeing from us. Is it you? Is it the van that just... Oh, it's definitely that van. See him down there? Oh, come on. That's why I don't like front-wheel drive. Let's go code 2. There he is. He's turning around. Try to stop him here. That was way too much damage. Way too risky. Let's try to chase him down here. If we have another 58 minutes of this, we cannot be smashing our car like this. We're trying to make the most money we can. Lots of intersections here. Looks like he's gonna go left. It's getting pretty congested. Collision there. We can box him. No, this guy's pushing. Let's see if we can kind of lead him into this here. There's no way he makes that corner. Whoa. Okay, that's it. He's not getting out of that. All right, first arrest. Made $2,700 off that. Very nice. And our car has seen better days. Geez, okay. Alright, so where were we with the chat? That Pessima is kind of going fast. Oh no! Sorry. I think that Pessima's running. I didn't even see the notification. Nope, nope. There it is, another $800. If you see anyone running, it's definitely pays to chase them down. All right. Police fails need to subtract money. I thought about that, but if you failed chasing them down, you probably damaged your vehicle. So, you know, giving a little bit of money on top kind of helps. And I think also that came about when I said down here, when police were overly aggressive and police would kind of take you out. So it'd be, you know, blue on blue issue, and then at that point you shouldn't really get doxxed for it as well. But it's an interesting concept, something to think about. Police or you know, costing money or whatever. Okay, we gotta catch up on this chat here. Let me just fly through the siren though. Yeah, maybe we'll switch to siren. If anyone has a good siren that they enjoy, let me know, because I don't know if I love this one. A few people thinking they shouldn't get paid. Imagine merging BeamNG and automation and making it online so people could buy your cars and go, woof, woof, like an MMO style almost? That'd be nuts. I don't know why we're stuck in traffic here. Oh, now we're going, okay. Yeah, this is not my favorite vehicle. Let's just figure out what's going down here. Looks like we got something. We got a collision here. Definitely need, maybe we'll look into switching cop cars, actually. See, because it's front wheel drive mixed with a siren, not loving it. The black Vertex police car is really good. Okay, what is going on here? Okay, okay, everyone's running? Alright, if we all stay still, everyone gets a ticket. Okay, someone just got a ticket. Good. This blue guy deserves a ticket. He absolutely obliterated me. It's gonna happen. Oh, alright. He got his ticket. Now I think... Oh, we just damaged the radiator. We definitely have to go back to the shop. I think this gray car... I don't know. Let's give it a couple seconds. Mrs. Raceless, welcome to the chat. Good to see you in the chat and in real life as well. How much less do you think? 80%? Okay, so you guys talking about that. All right. Police officers don't have to catch the suspect to get paid. That's true too. Maybe you're like paid for how long you're out. We gotta get this thing back to the shop though before we. You know what? Actually, let's just tow to the garage. I think it's free right now. Let's go to commercial garage. And before we even repair, I want to see if there's other police car offers, because I mean, right now if we sell it, I think we make a little bit of money. But if we can just go and get a different one, like an all-wheel drive version, that'd be better. Alright, I'm skipping through some of this chat. Twisted, welcome to the chat. Hello, just curious. I've been trying to figure out where or how the free roam races are in the mod. I've been using it on and off for a while, but still struggling to figure it out. So we had some bugs releasing some of that stuff, so it might not be working now, but in the next update we will definitely have it all working for free roam missions and regular missions. And we'll talk about that later on in the stream. I'm not seeing any police cars, at least the one that I want. we're outside. Well, when we sell this car, we'll be able to. A Speaker Highway Patrol. Can we trade this in? I think we have to go in person to trade it in, right? That would be fun. That would be fun. Let's look into getting that. I don't know if it's a good deal as far as making money, but that seems fun. Where to go? Alright, let's take a taxi. This is actually a trusted auto, so that's pretty good. You can find some police cars in some other places like Trusted Auto. That should still work as a police car. Let's go ahead and do some purchase info. Perfect. Choose trade in. Yes, we need to trade this guy in. So we're actually getting $200 out of that. That's great. That's profit. We'll take it. Okay. I don't have sirens though. In fact, when I get in and out of this thing, in the top left, it's not saying I'm a police car. So this is in fact not a police car. That's unfortunate. It's kind of finicky with how the police car works as far as if you are or not one. But basically, if you buy from the police dealership, you really should be a police car. Something with the actual config setup of the vehicle. This one is not set up to be that way. Oh, a little too hot. Alright, so let's look into trading this out. We are kind of burning time. Purchase vehicles. Let's see. Alright, let me just, okay, we're at the bottom. Shift says all you need is a mustache now, and you'll be all right at home. Right at home with that car. That absolutely, it's definitely a little bit of a retro car. Too bad it didn't work out though. It's not necessarily about the light bar. It's more about. It used to be about the light bar. That used to be the case, but now it's actually we made it config specific. So let me find. I mean, there's this little covette. Let's at least go to the take the taxi there, so we can see just straight police cars. Kind of taking a back step. We tried to jump ahead, but not going in our favor this time around. So there's that unmarked again. That's for like 8,000 more than we saw before. We have a JDM police car. That's kind of cool. There's that sunburst, but we really need that front. Brush guard. The D series would have been fun, but outside the price range. So we're just gonna have to wait for that to reset here. We'll give it a couple minutes. Oh, I already had 100 messages. Very cool. Where were we at? Sorry, my cat just decided to park herself right in front of the chat. She is excited I am home from work as well. Twisted asks, will the cops stalking you all over the map and following you to the garage after you escape be fixed in the next update? Probably not the next update. It's that's a deep issue. To be honest, let's just say we're kind of lucky to have the police where it's at now. But we'll see. Definitely probably not the next update, but in the future it's something on our list for sure. But just the guy. Well, thanks, Tristan, for talking about that. Wabaniki says when you take them on a test drive, that will let you that will tell you if they're a police car too. Oh, that makes sense. I didn't think about that, to be honest. Good call. We should have just hopped in and to see if it would work out. Hopefully this resets soon. It should reset every 5 minutes, and then we're just gonna have to take whatever we get, whatever we can. Wooters missed you in the chat. There's no light bar. Maybe that's okay. No, we did talk about that. Usim says I should have escaped the police in that highway car. That would be pretty funny. No update yet. Twist says understandable. It's one thing I've been torn on with my streams is whether to keep them in or not with this current situation, but I've been enjoying the mod so far. Yeah, we'll definitely have to work on that, on why the police are chasing when they shouldn't be chasing. It's, like I said, it's very finicky. Trying to think of ways you can get around it is just to get arrested, or you know, I thought I did something, I can't remember. I seem to have fixed it. I can't remember. Oh well. I maybe just have to restart the game or try not to run from police. Easier said than done, I'm sure, but especially when you're in the stream and you're trying to do stuff or trying to get away. Okay, still waiting on this dealership to upgrade or update. Shift tab says I usually just turn it on if I ever want to go reckless and fight some police. Yep, I think shift tab is if you ever want to get some aggression out, go after the police, I guess, in the game, not real life. On previous update, I did not have an issue when test driving the police cars when they spawned in the underground police garage. It simply wouldn't let me. Oh, you did have an issue. Yeah, I had issues before with test driving. It seemed to be linked with like one of the hot fixes back in the last update, and I've honestly been too scared to test drive again, so I normally don't test drive. I think it was like if I chose not to buy the car, it would have issues. Jared's, maybe. Yeah, it's Jared's. Welcome to the chat. Will you be able to stretch the drop-off zones when you have a large trailer so you can choose to back in for more of a challenge? Definitely on the list. I don't know if it's going to make it in this next update, but I do have it on my list. I think you can. At the very least, I might move it. But I need to look into exactly how those zones work. Some of the stuff is kind of, in a sense, pre-coded, and there's not much you can really do to adjust it. But one of the deliveries I wanted to back in, and I was kind of disappointed I couldn't because I didn't recognize the trailer. Wagner says, at least it's easy as enabling or disabling the mod for the cops. Very true. Yeah, you could always do the no cops mod. And you can still be a police with the no cops mod. You're just the only cop out there. Isn't the fastest way to make money to just do hot laps, says Justin. That is a fast way. I haven't done it yet. So far we burned 15 minutes and haven't made a ton of money, mainly because we wrecked our car and trying to get a new one. But hot lapping can be for sure a good one, but I kind of wanted to do this as like a, you didn't want any of the starter cars, you just got rid of them kind of deal. Jackson says, where did you get those other cars like that Fox body? That's in the RLS career collection. That's also in the description. So it's a mod pack I collaborated with other modders to kind of just have a mod pack that works well with career and is lore friendly. This is not updating. I don't know what the deal is. Take a look at the service cars. So it's definitely an optional mod that you can choose, and it has just a bunch of mods. The links to the mods that it has is in the forum page as well. Bloop, welcome to the chat. Hello. Hello. Okay, guys, we're just gonna have to get this Covette police car. Well, let's get the unmarked. Oh, that's probably gonna lose money. We're going for it. Last refresh. It's been almost exactly 5 minutes. Okay. I'm not sure why it isn't refreshing. I will make note of that. Let's trade in our speaker. Let's get back out there on patrol. Those police are really going crazy. Gotta help them out. Here we go. Do we have lights? We do have lights. That's interesting. Okay, that's what we got. We gotta run it. How's the interior look? Oh, that's cool. You got all the cop stuff. Alright. I hear police this way. Let's go see what's going on. Okay, he's just kind of parked. I don't see anyone moving. Let's go try to do some highway stuff. So let's head out that direction. There is probably someone still fleeing somewhere. That's why the police are kind of aggroed, but I'm not sure where. Looks like it might be back the other way because that guy's turning around. It feels like everyone's kind of frozen here. This car does handle surprisingly well. Alright, let's head out this direction. Shep, welcome to the chat. Shep says Hot Lap's raking a lot of cash. We'll have to do that at some point. I know it's exponential, so the longer you can stay out there, the better. Whoa, that roamer! What are you doing, bud? What's that? Oh, you running? What's going on, people? Blue on blue. Oh, scary. Okay, I guess we're all good there. That car way in the distance there is going fast. Let's see if we can go catch up to that. I don't know what's gotten into this town. I don't know what's happened. Everyone seems to be kind of going a little crazy. Alrighty. Kind of come through here. Shout out to any real police officers. My cousin's actually a cop, and the stories he tells me, it's a very hard job. Even just pursuits in a simulation game is difficult. Oh, are you running from me? No? Okay. It is a lot more challenging now that it just says like a simplified car is running from you instead of telling you exactly who. Makes you really have to look for the suspect, which is fun. And challenging when you're trying to read chat. Oh, what happened? Okay, okay. What is this? Alright. Hope you learned your lesson, bud. Use your mirrors. Oh no. We got a bumper stuck. Okay, before we break this, let's tow to another place. Let's tow here. That bumper should despawn. Perfect. Oh, that tire is wrecked. We didn't make it. We didn't make it one pursuit. We made $200 for all that damage. Okay, and we lost some frames. Frames are dropping. Let's see what other vehicles there are. Probably we might just have to repair this one to get back on the road, but it doesn't hurt to check. Hope you enjoy the career collection, Jackson. Just go through here. Some of these cheap police cars. There's a regular cross sport for a good price. We'll check to see if we lost money on our car. I bet we did. Is that a roadside assistance car? That's kind of cool. I'm not seeing. There's that Covette, but for more expensive now. 40-foot tilt deck. That'd be fun to do some car delivery missions with. It's that Sunburst police car, which would be good, minus not having a bar. Okay, we're just gonna have to repair, get back out there. Okay, 20 seconds? Cool, I can do that. Alright, where were we with chat? Clown hot lapping is bugged, people making 99K. Oh, there is a bug. And you know what? I'm not even going to talk about the bug because it's going to get fixed in the next update. Joe, welcome to the chat. Good to see you. Ship says I made 259K on one lap. Yeah, it was a bug. Congratulations for playing the early versions and having these bugs and making your money. All right, let's go and get our cross-sport back out. We actually didn't. We probably lost 1,000 or 2 on fees and such. Justin, welcome to the chat. Evening. Well, there's a problem while kicking the tire. Absolutely. Oh, we don't have the right insurance. We need to fix that. We got to get our cars fully painted. Customize insurance. And apply when painting. Cool, cool. I think we're going to leave our unmarked, this kind of jank multi-tone, because you know what? Now it really looks unmarked. You see that, you're like, oh, he's not a cop, and then just boom, 2 little lights. Alright, let's get back out there. We're just gonna head straight to the library, the highway. What? We are running on Vulkan, which helps with performance. So I think I'm averaging about 60 to 90 FPS, which is fantastic. It does instantly make me want to go ahead and just like somehow force more cars on and, you know, get myself down to 60 FPS, just so I have a better time, I guess. Let's hear sirens. I think they're on the road behind us. They're up ahead. Just in case, run code 2. Yeah, there's not anyone in front of us. That's for sure. All right, let's try to drive and read chat. Horde, that was rough. Yeah, that wasn't a good run. That first one there. Let's see. Jared says, "Well, Plains police officer repair should be free." Yeah, but you know they do pay well, right? So it's that risk reward. It takes away the skill of needing to do it well and tactful, or else you could just run into whoever you wanted and be as aggressive as you wanted. Oh, you know what? I want to take that exit. Classic. Let's head this way. Stick to the highway. For sure, NYPD unmarked. Have this jank door. Okay, looks like we have an officer in trouble up here potentially. Looks like this maybe just a rear end. There it is. Easy 1200, just like that. We'd like to see that. Is this a trick or is that Justin? Yeah. Oh wait, I didn't read your other chat. So Justin says, "Oh, I didn't get bulk sand and gravel transport to work. Also not in vanilla, I think." Bulk sand and gravel should work, but let me know. Let me know if anyone else is having that issue. Twisted says, "Any idea why some of the cars are just froze/dead?" No, AI is doing its best. We haven't done a ton of tweaks to AI, really. I don't know if we've done any of them yet. And even then, we're kind of limited in what we're able to do, just from a modding standpoint, as far as how you go about adjusting AI. Hasn't been our focus. What rank do you need to do trailer deliveries? 1. Thank you, chat, for addressing. What's going on here? I saw that contact. Maybe that's not... Is that other car running? We're after the big dollars here. They might have already despawned anyways, though. That might be them right there. No, he's good. Also, sometimes when your cars are frozen dead like this, it's just because you... well, for instance, like my cars, I have my nitrous button, the same button as my siren, because normally I don't have a cop car with nitrous. It doesn't make a lot of sense. But, so if I turn on my nitrous, even though my car is not a cop car and I don't have a light bar, they'll still freeze, and that logic will still kind of work itself because they think you're a cop. Definitely can be an issue at times. 54 viewers, very nice. Good to see everyone. Thanks for all the likes as well. I think that really helps the algorithm, the almighty algorithm. You know, it's funny, I used to always be afraid of doing likes because it like saves it to a playlist, and for some reason I was like, I don't want to save more junk to a playlist. Oh, you're running now? What is happening? Okay, blue on blue. There it is. Fear the unmarked. Alright, officer, we got him. He's good. We're good. Okay, it's an expensive $400. I know you're not chasing me. Are you chasing me? Oh no, the bug is back. Unbelievable. Why? I have not had this bug at all. We're gonna hop out and have a talk with this officer here. Or not. Okay. Well, we'll pretend like that didn't happen. Yeah, there's still some more work to do with the police. I don't know what is all about that. Okay, someone's fleeing. I feel like there's an oncoming lane. Let's go see who it was. Mechanically, our car is still fine. Aesthetically, we're struggling. And it was not any of these people. Who's that behind us? Yep, that's a suspect right there. Looks like a street racer. Alright, definitely weaving through traffic. This AI really knows how to drive. Cool to see. We're just gonna lay off the siren there. It's not doing anything for him. We really want to take care of our car. So there it is. Oh! So exactly what I didn't want to do, but radiator's fine. Afraid of my blue on blue brethren. Alright, 2200, very nice. Take it, take it. Making money now. As long as we keep our car on the road, we can start making money. Kyle says stop resisting. Yeah, I don't know what that officer is doing back there. That was... Jeez, wrong target. I've not had that happen. That's not in this update, not since way back when. Hopefully that's the only time, question mark. Alright, someone's running. I don't know who. Oh, I think that black car, maybe? Oh, what's happening? No, it's not them. Oh, it's that blue car. Please don't hit me. Okay, it's the Pesma. Alright, we're good. Let's go chase him down. Okay, we got oncoming police. That's kind of unsettling. It's not quite up to department code. So you can do a clean pit here, maybe? Without breaking our bumper off? Broke their bumper off. The siren. There it is. Textbook. Sorry guys, I got this one. You can hold off. 2400, very nice. You guys take them back, book them. I'll get back to patrol. My super unmarked, undetectable police car. I'd probably run from this whether it's a cop or not. I mean, imagine someone with lights in this car pulled up. Hey, that cop seems locked on. Okay. Whew. Scared me there. Alright, one thing I did notice is the highway speeds are greatly increased. It's cool to see the AI working that. Alrighty, the big merge, always a scary time, but maybe we can make some money. I see some contact. There it is. There it is. He's running too. He's going left. Okay, that makes sense actually. Forgot this was a road. We're gonna keep our distance here actually. In case he slams into a car, we need to be able to hit our brakes in time as well. And it's about to get real congested. There's no room for a pit. That's not looking good. There it is. What is this? What, the textures? Oh no. I should note we are on a development build of the mod, right? So, let me note that down. I'll have to look into that. That's not supposed to be there. This might be a good time to go to the garage and kind of repair ourselves. Let's go back to Belasco. I like that place. Alrighty. Go and do a quick repair. Well, before we repair, how do we still only have $10,000? That's not right, right? Where's my log? We're making the money. Do we just have that much invested in our car? Surely not. Chat, let me know. Did we not make money? Did we actually? How much are? We should have made thousands. Twisted said, "Bad mod, bad creator, unsubscribing now. Can't have bugs in development." That's funny. He's joking, everyone. He's joking. Multiplayer would be cool, and also CPU and RAM killer. That would be cool. It's been definitely on our minds. Not sure if it's gonna get done though. Well, let's look at purchasing cars. That doesn't make sense. I feel like we didn't make any money, which that would be such a waste of time. That's okay. Let's see if there's any other police cars. Get out of this cross sport. Oh, the wagon. Cool. This wagon might not make it into the career collection. I just happen to have it installed right now. So if anyone sees this and like, oh, it's the wagon, it's to be determined. Maybe in the next career collection update. I like to test the career collection with all the other mods to make sure it's actually gonna work out. I don't see a good police car here. I don't see a police car here. It's a cool sunburst, actually. Rear-wheel drive, that's sketchy, though. I'd rather that be all-wheel drive. There is a hopper, and it has a bumper. But it's from a private, but it should work. Let's take a taxi. Can we trade in with a private? Let's find out. I had 3.3K before I went out. Thank you, Tristan, for letting me know. I felt like I wasn't... didn't feel right. We'll do the start test drive to make sure we can be a cop. You're now a cop. Perfect. End test drive and don't crash the game, please. Perfect. Purchase info. We can't trade in, so we can't afford it. Okay, it's alright. We'll abandon sale. This is getting scuffed. We're gonna get a taxi, please. Wait, I can still get in the car. Can we? No, we can't drive it. Okay, I was about to say maybe we can use it to re-police car. Something's not right. What if I go into here and then I leave? And then I tried a taxi? Okay, that worked. Actually, yeah. Yeah. Let's go to Belasco City Garage. Let's go ahead. Let's sell it. Let's sell it. See if we can get that hopper. I feel like you could do this a lot better. I don't think I'm doing this well as far as making police as a for an hour, you know, making it a job and making a lot of money right at the rip. I think that I could have done it better, smarter, buying less cars, wasting less time. Just gonna take a quick run through. There's nothing else really better. We're gonna do the hopper. Hopefully it has the speed. It definitely should have the durabilities with that bumper and whatnot. I'll take a taxi again. Whoever's the taxi is really making money. Purchase info. Go ahead and buy that. And let's get right to work. Let me actually turn down the music on my end because it is a little hard to hear myself. Do that. There you go, a little quieter. Perfect. Got 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive. All right, let's just settle down here. Let's get in line. We're just you know, patrolling officers, sheriff, I guess. Manual, so that's fun. Do enjoy a good manual. 'manual. Nice little clutch kick here. Nope, nope. needs like another 50 horsepower. We can drift this probably. Price can be based on horsepower or J-beam, says Clown. We do have some logic in there. As far as price being based or related to horsepower. But maybe I'm kind of jumping in a conversation. Maybe that's not exactly what you're talking about. Who's running? I hear sirens. I don't know what it is though. Let's just get back on the highway. Okay, yeah. My engine is a little hurt. I've probably over-revved it. If it doesn't have a great limiter set. I heard a collision up there. Okay. See, we got 22 minutes left to make some real headway on money here. So let's try not to get another repair. Let's just stick to the streets and see if we can make money. Okay, we're kind of another big merge area. A lot of risk for collision here. Looks like everyone makes it out just fine. Pick a lane, sir. We're going this way. I do like the highway patrol, just because I enjoy the highway driving. See, everyone goes a faster speed and such. Looks like if I had gone left, though, we would have had a pursuit. New subscriber, welcome. Thank you, Shop. I can't see. Sorry. Oh! My fault, sir. Trying to read and drive. My other monitor where it shows up is not a good high quality monitor, but thank you for the subscription. Dylan, welcome to the chat. Rate BeamNG drive 1 through 10, absolutely a 10. I wouldn't pour this much time into BeamNG if it wasn't a 10. I love video games, I love playing other games, and there's a lot of amazing games out there, but BeamNG is that one game I've always gone back to time and time again. And I've always found something new to do, right? So maybe I'm getting tired of just driving around, I'm gonna go rock crawling, or maybe I'm tired of rock crawling, I'm gonna go drifting or drag racing or try to get a top speed run. Maybe I'll do some missions. Oh wait, there's a whole career mode now. Like there's just so much endless possibility, in my opinion, with BeamNG. And so definitely a 10. Pretty biased though, because I do a lot with it. Looks like everyone's kind of obeying the law. This is good stuff. Not good for my pocket, but good for BeamNG society, I suppose. Looks like something's happening. Got sirens up ahead. Oh, it's the D series right here. Forgot we were manual there for a little bit. It's a short run. Wow, 1200. Must have done some bad things. This is the quietest Jeep I've driven. Is it my headset? Do I need to turn up my volume? Maybe it's just my headset. Alright. Clown suggested, Clown's convincing people to go try BeamLR. BeamLR, I have done that in the past, like years ago. It seemed really cool. They have a lot of different modes, I guess, or at least when I did it. It seems very hardcore. If you think RLS stuff is hard, that is a whole nother level, but it is a lot of fun. It might be up your alley. Okay, I think it's that black car way up ahead. Yep, they just got in an accident. We're gonna have to... I need to run out of my way. Code 2, that's just too loud. Ooh! Look at that chassis. That has seen better days. Still trying. 1500, okay. Easy money, easy money. Let's head into the hills. See if we can make some more money up there. I think my only experience with BeamLR is I played it for a weekend and I never got more than like the starter car plus a box or something, and I was kind of disappointed in that. I don't have a lot of time, believe it or not, even though I spend a lot of time on BeamNG making mods. Time has gotten more and more valuable for me as I've gotten older and have had less of it. So I don't really want a game that I have to spend weeks grinding. I want to enjoy it now and continue to have like an endless play loop and enjoy it as much as I have the time for. It's kind of my style. I think we'll head up to the parking lot and catch up on some chat. Hear sirens going off. Not sure where. Sometimes it's best just to, you hear sirens. Let's light it up. Oh, there it is, right there. Oh, I was so afraid he'd break through that and hit us. Nice, he was heading our direction anyways. Very good, very good. Let's not hit that cop. Don't want to make him mad. Already got the bad side of some police car. Justin asks, what do you drive in real life? So I have a few cars. My daily, though, is a 2022 Subaru BRZ, a little two-door sports car. It's kind of like a Miata with a small back seat that people say is useless and unusable. It absolutely is usable if you either have no legs or a child. Children actually fit just fine back there, and so my son, he's 6, he absolutely loves the BRZ and loves riding in it. We go and do like mountain runs together, so it's kind of like a canyon run, but it's on a mountain. And it's a lot of fun. It's very grippy. Okay, something's going on. We got police. That gray car seemed to be driving kind of erratic. I think it's behind us. Let's head back. This Hopper is a little gutless. Yeah, it was definitely that black car. It looks like he got around a lot of people. See if we can try to catch him. This is not the car for the mountains for sure. He might be gone. Oh no. So I have noticed sometimes you don't get the reward for them escaping, which I think is fine. Is that him down there? I don't think this was him, but this looks like it was an accident. So let's hand out our tickets here. Maybe it wasn't. Doesn't seem to want to stop. Okay, must not be it. Another new subscriber. Welcome, Dreamflow. Good to see you. Thanks for subscribing. Really appreciate it. Oh, and another new subscriber, Daniel. Welcome. So when we hit 500 subscribers, I talked about having a poll, or I had a poll. I talked about what we should do for the big 500 subscriber mark. And you guys voted, and you voted for a new career, I guess, feature that earns you 500K. So we're going to talk about that in the stream later on, so stick around. But thank you so much for all the subscribers. I don't know what we're going to do when we hit 1,000, but we're going to have to do something big. This has been a lot of fun. Let's hit the highway again. We're having the most success in actually finding the suspects. I really do enjoy the police stuff. It is not as profitable as I had hoped or thought, or maybe we're just not doing it well. But at the same time, I wouldn't even suggest changing the prices. I think it can still be plenty of profits for the fun you're having and whatnot. Oh, someone's running. Suspect is fleeing. I think it's the roamer. Oh, I forgot. I'm a manual. Need to shift. Yeah, so we're getting some pretty high speeds here. Everyone obeying the siren. Maybe some civilians trying to help there. That was kind of sketchy. Car insurance. Lost a little money there. Whoop. Contact there. Big spin out. Alright, let's get this guy settled. That van is going crazy too. Okay, we're done here. Let's go get that van. Oh, he's taking off again. It is pretty fun having multiple scenarios that can go down at the same time. He's gonna go left. I'm not gonna chase him down into there. Try to be consistent. Alright, let's go for a pit if we can catch up real quick. Might not have the time. There it is. Ooh, nice. He's not going anywhere. Alright, 900 bucks. That poor police officer. Yeah, I've been there. You should go look at my unmarked that I lost. Alright, so we're in the city. Let's patrol some city stuff. Dylan asks, how much money do you have in career mode? Right now, we have 16 grand plus however much our hopper's worth. I think we didn't actually check how much it was worth. Just starting out, we're trying to see how much money we can make in a hopper in an hour. Is the goal right now. So far, we have not done well. I'd say it's been user error. Execution has been poor, and we I just heard a car crash. I heard it. I don't see it. Someone's running. It's D series right here. Okay, this might be a short one. Oh, I stalled. I forgot. I'm on manual. No. Don't start the stall counter. I'm sure my editor is just frothing at the mouth for a stall counter. Oh. It's getting very dicey. That's a felony. Vehicular manslaughter, I would call this. It's still going. These D series and roamers and the H series can be kind of tough to stop. They have a lot of weight, but that's gonna be it right there, bud. You're not getting anywhere. You're not hurting anyone else. All right, 2 grand. We'll take it. All right, the roamer is taking a beating, but it's doing well. Oh, hello, brethren. So let's keep going. We got 10 minutes left. See how much money we can make. Got 90% tire wear and a slight alignment issue going left. Yeah, welcome to the chat, Cap. Cap says Raceless is such a cop. Barely. We're doing my best here. And another subscriber. Thank you so much, Joshua. That is a huge help. Hopefully we get to 1,000 soon. Shift has the stall counter going. Oh, okay, my controller just disconnected. Stand by. Oh, we're in gear. What's going on? Okay, that doesn't count as a stall. That was... And we're at the same light. Okay. Let's see, what else did I miss? No, Joe, the timer isn't for when the stream ends, just when we stop being a cop. That roamer is kind of going quick. That would be a very sad ending to just do this. We have much more to talk about. Future updates, sneak peeks, and such. Any solve the MD? Anyone? I guess he's saying anyone solve the MD air pressure issue? I'm not sure, but I know there's been some mods that touch on the MD air mod, air suspension and air brakes, I guess, or something. I haven't looked into it. I have been enjoying the MDs though. I really like the MD series. It's a cool truck. It fits an awkward segment, but it fits it so well. I don't see anything else happening. I think that guy just must have gotten away. Let's see. 8 minutes left. I think let's just head up the coastal road. Oh, you know, actually, let's cross the bridge. We haven't been on that side yet. 3 cops in a row. You know, it's not good. But look at how much AI there is and action there is. People taking their corners, going through an intersection. This is a big... 33 was a big update, a big improvement, which is just awesome to see. As well as having 61 viewers. That is amazing. That's incredible. Thank you so much, everyone, for sticking around. We are going to talk about the 500K reward feature that's coming up in the next update, actually. That will be something we discuss. I'll give you a hint. We're going to need to buy another car. We're all kind of going kind of quick, but... Oh, there it is. I don't know who it is. Maybe they're up ahead? I think it was maybe just this accident here. That window seems smashed. Maybe he got sideswiped? Maybe someone else sideswiped him? Maybe it's a hit and run? Why is this guy backwards? Okay, someone was running for sure, and they must not be far. Left or right? Left or right? I think right, because that cop isn't going crazy to... Oh, now you just turned on a siren. This guy might have gotten away. I think he did not go this direction. Man, I think we lost another. Oh. We got fined. Okay, there's something we need to work out. We should not be getting fined for traffic violations, like speed cameras. Thought we had turned that off. We'll have to check in on that. There's something going on over here. Okay, it's right here. It's an easy one. And give it up, bud. Unless you're not it. Unless is the cop just doing bad things? What are you doing? Oh, he wants me, doesn't he? Blue on blue, man. It's not how you get your promotions. Okay, someone's fleeing, and that has to be that Grand Marshal. Oh, I hit the pole. Oh, no. Oh, our alignments are really bad. I didn't even see that pole. We have 5 minutes left. We don't have time to be repairing. Oh, but this is virtually unsteerable. Let's see. He has to be somewhere in here. Let's head out the entrance here again. I don't know. I don't think we're catching this guy. Unless that's him all the way at the end there. Those are just parked cars, I think. Yeah, those are just parked cars. Okay. It's not gonna do it. Alright, we're just gonna head out of here, out the wrong way. Back on the road. Just go code 2 so we can kind of cut through this part. This alignment's so bad, but with 4 minutes left, let's just try to get one more arrest. I hear the sirens. Don't do it, sir. Oh man. So I think it's that D series right in front of us, actually. Heading straight. He has a victim. He has a hostage. We don't have the brakes. Textbook. Okay, made a little money. Let's start working our way back. We might be able to get one more arrest before we move on to the upcoming update. Talking about it. Oh, no, 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 no. Yeah, I would definitely just let the cop by in that point. But yeah, thank you, sir. All right. This is an absolute pain to drive. Find that nice balance point. Let's see, I have ignored the chat. Sorry, there's been a lot of action. Detective Beam. Detective Beam. I have wanted to do kind of like actually build up a really good police car. Obviously, we just started our playthrough for season 2, so We got a lot of things to work on. We got to get back into drag racing. We never recreated that super fast drag car. I think our top run was only like a 6.4, which is not bad. That's great. It's great money too. But there is room on the table. There's a lot more to do before we ended that season. Someone's running here, but I'm not sure who. I think it's up ahead. I can't keep it off the wall. I think they turned right. Nope, it's that guy. It's that roamer. Oh, I do not like a manual as a police car. Oh, he got away. Our first official loss. 750. But I think that's the roamer right there, isn't it? But he's pretty docile. He's driving nice and tame. Alright, I know the garage is this way. We got a minute 55. Can we get one more? It's gonna be hard to remember we're not a cop when we're driving other cars. Welcome, Tess. Good to see you in the chat. The secretary has arrived. Absolutely. Now we should need you in voice chat so then we can have you read out the comments that I'm missing. Division says, after I make this corner, Division says MD Series rocket cart is OP, by the way, for drag racing. Oh, I'm not a rocket fan. The whole JATO stuff, like I get it's kind of cool and fun, but I'm here for the realism. But I didn't know it was that fast for the drag stuff, so that's pretty cool. 750 should be 200, says Clown. I think it should be reduced price for losing the cop. It's hard to get a good balance, really. I think balance is all about how things work together, not on their own. Obviously, that's what balance is. And so it seems pretty profitable to... Well, I don't know if profitable is the right word. Everything else seems pretty profitable, so we want the police aspect to also be profitable. We don't want that one thing that's like, wow, I love being a police, but it does terrible and I can't make money. I don't know why that cop turned on his siren. It must be someone on the other side here. Let's see if we can find him. I don't see anybody here. With 15 seconds left, I think that's going to end our police challenge. Let's go see how much money we made. We'll sell the hopper. I don't think this went as intended. I don't think we made a lot of money at all. I was thinking we'd make over 50K easy. But this was not it, I don't think. Yeah. I mean, you could have a hopper afterwards, but let's go ahead and get rid of this. I don't remember if we made money on this car either. But after all is said and done, a lot of, swapping of cars. We're at 40,000. That's not a lot. There's a lot of better ways to make money, so we'll have to dive into those better ways. Let me catch up on chat. What all did I miss? Did I miss any important questions? Let me know in the chat if I missed anything or you have some important questions. MD Series can make it to 1800 horsepower with a full tank on the JATO, says Division. That's crazy. That's a lot. Let's see, let me just scroll through here, see if I missed anything. I wasn't getting fined as a sunburst cop. The flash did go off, but no message. Yeah, so if you don't get that cop message, then you're definitely not a cop. Clown says I'm not above the law. That's pretty funny. Yeah, there's definitely a couple moments there where the cops arrested me. Woder says, would it be hard to add a more hardcore economy to choose from, like I guess a 0.50 or a 0.75 of the payout compared to what you get now? Side note, Woders, I think you are from Sweden or somewhere up there, because I think that's how they do their numbers. They use their numbers with a comma is a period and a period is a comma. It's like kind of opposite to America, but that's cool. I learned that in my accounting. I don't know if we'd really make a hardcore mode because that would require a lot of rework. I've heard it before, so it's definitely it's not a hard no. but I don't know if it's a hard yes. How about that for a vague answer? It's not on the near horizon. I know that much. We definitely have more features we want to add first before we really start having uh, different really difficulty modes or levels. Oh, side note, Mrs. Raceless brought home a cookie. I don't know where this came from, but this is like the softest cookie I've had in a long time. This is great. Clown says, I just edit some fields so I lose money on a sale, etc. I guess you could do that if that's what you want to do. That's the best thing about BeamNG is that it's your own sandbox. You do what you want. You want to change something about the mod, you can go ahead and adjust it. Look at this Autocross BX Jalopy. That's pretty cool. I think we need that. It has side pipes? Oh, 100%. This isn't really what I needed to buy for showing off the updates, but we're gonna take it. Joe says, can you add more drop-off points for vehicle delivery missions? Some kind of random drop-off point in the residential area. That would be something we could definitely do. We haven't touched any economy side of deliveries just because we want to play with it more and see where it's at before we start making adjustments. So I'm not sure how many vehicle deliveries there actually are. Let me turn off this countdown number. We don't need that anymore. So we will have to we'll have to look into that and play with it some more, but that's definitely an option. I don't know what you mean by the Fiat clown. I guess Fiat isn't, like Fiats. Benny says hardcore mode is BeamLR. That is true. BeamLR is a hardcore mode. If you want a hardcore mode experience, I would definitely look into that. But let's see. I am looking for a Grand Marshal. A nice Grand Marshal. One that will be good. Here's all the police cars. That's the same one we had earlier. I don't see a Grand Marshal. Always tempted by Pikachu. Oh, here's a nice fleet one. That could work just fine. Yeah, actually, that's just going to be it right there. Perfect. Oh, it's from Trusted Autos, too, so we get a discount. I love it. Benny says RLS is like regular career, but better. You know what? I really appreciate that, because that's kind of the goal, is to not be too different from regular career, right? That's why we kind of restart with their update and build upon what they have. Because again, the overall vision is for this just to be a filler for when the real career is finished and done. I would love nothing more than for the regular career to one day completely surpass this and just not even be needed, because that means the devs finished their career mode. Okay, Clown really doesn't like Fiat. All right. Division says, what is your long-term vision for RLS? That's what I kind of just explained, actually. Is just to be that filler and to add features that we all want to see and enjoy the career mode together. Yeah, I guess we want to add more missions. We want to broaden and what's the word? I guess add deeper missions that aren't just a simple like mission. So sorry, we want to add deeper features that aren't just like a mission, so something more complex. But that's a complicated question. We'll kind of talk about a little bit more about that a little bit later. Ginger says you should have brought her a cookie instead. I actually did bring her a candy. I just haven't had a chance to show her the candy yet. Then we have Joe says, would you like to be a part of the BeamNG team and work on the career with official devs? You would do a fantastic job. That would be a lot of fun. I would love that. I don't know much about dev work. I do accounting for a living, but it's something that I'm wanting to phase out of, and so absolutely, dev work for BeamNG would be an absolute dream come true. Now this is a cool car. How much horsepower did it have? We have like little side pipes for the 4-cylinder. So this comes from the same creator. I think his name's Javi. If it's not, I'm sorry, but I think it comes from Javi. Same creator that has the classic engine pack. He has a another kind of 200BX pack that has just some really detailed engines. I think this is where this all comes from. We have 172 horsepower. Let's start this up. Oh, that's loud. Oh my goodness. Oh, sorry. Let me give everyone a second to turn down their volumes if this is too loud. That's pretty cool. Oh my goodness. This is the same excitement I had when the classic engine pack, when I discovered the classic engine pack and started using it. Javi does some of the best engine work. This is amazing. Oh my goodness, look at this thing. I'm in love. Alright, so we got our drift car, that's for sure. This is it. It'll need some work, but it's a great starter car. That's awesome. Let's go get the Grand Marshal and let's talk about the next update. Whew. I was excited to talk about the update. I think that's one of the things that really gets me, oops, wrong button, to continue to not have burnout and to work on the mods and such is just talking about the mods. One thing we need to do first, I think this is gonna be too quiet. It's not terrible, but I think we need a little louder. Just a little. Nothing, we're not gonna like chop the exhaust off. Let's just get a different muffler on it. Where is it? Under engine, exhaust. So we got stock pipes. Let's just do sport. I think side would be too loud. Okay. Do you have any guesses on why we need a Grand Marshal? I'm curious on what you guys thinking. Let me finish up let me find where we're at with the chat. Jeremiah asks, how does cargo transport work? I think so regular cargo parcels are pretty simple. You just kind of show up and pick your load. And I think you might be talking about like the water and the other materials. It's kind of, you still need a box. It's just a different type of box. It works almost exactly the same. We'll do a stream at some point doing more deliveries and maybe it'll show you more there. Benny says wholesome Mr. and Mrs. Raceless. We like to try to be wholesome. Leads to a happy life and a happy home. Clown asks, how much was that? I think you're talking about the 200BX. That was, I think these both are about 13 grand. I can't remember. They're good deals though. Okay, so let's talk. I think the first thing everyone's really interested in, or most people are interested in, is the drag missions. The drag mission is back. The free roam part is not back yet as of today, but it will be back by update, for the next update. And that next update is going to be sometime, probably, hopefully, assuming all things go well, maybe Friday or Saturday, similar to the last update. So be watching it over the weekend. We definitely are pushing hard. Now, we're not going to have updates every week, but this stuff we're just trying to kind of, I don't know, get better. Not get better. Get back to where we were, and then we'll add some more features. So the drag stuff, there's still some more work to be done in tuning. These numbers I don't think are correct, or maybe they are. No, I think they are. The faster you go, the more money you'll make. And as it gets a random opponent, you do have to beat them. And this will honestly net you a lot of money if you have a fast car and are kind of rotating through it. It might need to be nerfed, to be honest. We'll do a little drag race here. But like I said, the free roam drag stuff will come back. And one thing I need help deciding. So there's two different drag missions that are here. There's this pro tree, which is like a instant green almost, and then the other style tree. I don't know if we're gonna beat this guy. Oh, that's unfortunate. We just way too much. I don't know. Do we need both drag missions? Do we only need one? Right now we only have one, and I could add the other. 16.2 at 84 miles an hour. But having one, I don't know if we necessarily need. That's not the big thing I wanted to show, though. I didn't want to show the drag. That's not the. We're not done that yet, but it will be out this weekend. Joe says great. Another end at home playing BeamNG. You make it too good. Yeah, we're. It's so exciting to hear people get excited to play BeamNG and our mod. Obviously, just being excited to play a game when you get home from work or school, when you have that weekend, that's just such a fun feeling. Being like, oh, I have the whole day, or I have this amount of time, I can just go play the game. That's a fun feeling. So yeah, so other missions we got, all the track missions are coming back, except for the classic track variant. So that's the race variant that kind of cuts through the drag strip right here. If you remember, it turned right and then went up the hill. That mission will not be back, or at least those missions won't be back, but the others will. So a lot of these championships, they'll have 2 or 3 tracks, but we basically lost the track. Basically, the AI kept trying to drive on the drag strip, and the way the drag strip missions work, if we remove that AI pathing, it will break the drag missions, and I think I'd rather have drag missions in that certain race variant. We'll look into adding more race variants and maybe some other places, but that won't be in this update. We have the old vanilla, not the old vanilla, the old previous RLS missions back. Rally missions are back. The rally time trials, if you had done those are all back. They really didn't need any changing. Drift missions are back. We kind of use the updated drift mission style. So there's some cones, some clipping points that you have to hit. It's much closer to like an FD event or a real Formula Drift event, so that's going to be a lot of fun. It does pay pretty well, but you also have to be able to drift, so there's that. Division says Sport Intake ECU and Stage 1 blocked you to beat him. Yeah, I almost had him in this boat of a car. Is free roam drag working? Benny asks. Not as of today, as of recording and streaming, but it will be in the next couple days. We're definitely going to make sure that gets in, because that's one of our favorites. That's one of everyone's favorites. Yes, Mopar, your drag mission won't be there, not until we update again. There's a bug with it. But one thing I want to go ahead and show off is this oval track. So we've been doing some work at the oval track. Let me just go to free cam real quick. We have decided to pave the oval track, at least the outside. So now you have the outside paved, and then you still have the dirt circle on the inside. We'll have some new rallycross missions, but we also have some new oval missions. The oval track is getting the free roam stuff, which I can go ahead and start showing you now. Oh, we lost frames bad. What happened? I don't know why our frames just dropped so bad. I don't think I liked free cam. Hopefully that sorts itself out. That would be tragic, right when we get here. Okay, real quick, I'm gonna tow somewhere. See if that kind of loosens up the frames. Sometimes you just kind of gotta get away from where you were. I don't know what's going on. Let's do a quick drag mission, see if that sorts out the frames. This is terrible timing right before I show off the other thing. See if we get a new opponent. But yeah, so Rally's back, Drift is back, Oval, we'll have Oval Free Roam is there. Rallycross will make it back, but it needs to, I need to go through it because there's definitely some changes. And frames are just kind of tanking. Hopefully after this drag race maybe it resolves itself. Not the Legrand beating me. Oh, that's disappointing. There's gonna be some other features and stuff that I'm forgetting off the top of my head, but I do want to show off that oval track some more. Oh my goodness. I don't know if you guys can see it through the stream, but the frames are just absolutely horrendous right now. Are all the other cars stored? The 200BX isn't, but I can normally have a lot of vehicles stored. Let's head to the commercial garage. We'll put everything back, see if that helps. Let's put this back in storage. Whoops. Put this back in storage. Bring this guy back out. I'll actually set him as favorite too. And retrieve. I think it's better. So Emery says, I've had big FPS droughts, but I can usually fix it by getting out of the car and then get back in. Yeah, normally it resolves itself for me too, but I'm thinking, alright, let me restart the game. We'll be right back. We're going to restart the game. Yeah, so let's do that. I'm going to restart here. So let's see, what else do we have in this next coming update? I'll probably do still like another video of what's actually going on with the update. Like a more conclusive video, if that makes sense. Whoops, that's not right. Press the wrong button there. Let's go ahead and restart. Go through Vulkan. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Clown says towing should always take some money based on the distance. You know, if I'd comment anywhere there, I would say towing should, or the insurance for roadside assistance should cost more, or maybe be variable. But definitely something that could be different. Shift Tab asks, "Are you still recording or just streaming?" That's a really funny question, Shift Tab. You know what's the funniest answer is I never hit record. So, yeah, we didn't record any of that footage or any of the police stuff. Totally forgot. But that's okay because we really didn't make much money, and that kind of changes up the plans for that video. But yeah, live and you learn, I guess. We do have some unclaimed milestones. I always forget to do these. I'm glad they have a warning. Or maybe I just never, maybe I always ignored the warning before. Okay, that feels much better. I feel like Vulkan, after a certain amount of time playing, just kind of exits chat and just doesn't work well. Oh, this feels so much better. Well worth it. Oh, let me show you guys. There we go. Emery says, I only have 100 BeamNG hours, so should probably refrain from giving advice. No, always give advice. If I learned anything from the new hires that we have at my job, is there's always new things to learn. So, yeah. Clown says 700 hours for me. Nice. I think I'm a hair over 700. I can't remember, to be honest. It feels like I played more, but I guess I really haven't. So yeah, now we have this oval track that has an outside paved section. It has the free roam missions. We still don't have the lights added back yet. I don't think those are going to make it back. But as soon as the pop-up comes up, you're staged, you're ready to go. And you can go ahead and start. We have Tristan's amazing checkpoint system. The way this setup works, we can make tracks almost anywhere. It's really cool. So if there's any track locations you guys have, let us know. We can definitely take into consideration. So let's just try not to wreck the car. Oh, as I say that, there's not a lot of turn in here. And you'll get paid each lap. You won't make as much as the other track because this is much shorter. But with this, we're gonna do this is where the 500K subscriber kind of content comes in. So with this, there's going to be a mission called the RLS 500, and it's going to be in Grand Marshals, just like Cletus's. What do you call it? The Freedom 500 or whatever. Um, it's going to be a, how many laps was it? I think a 200 lap race. So it's going to be a long race, 200 laps. I think race times at like 27 seconds is about an hour and a half of a race where, you know, if you get an accident, you know, that's your race. You'll have to restart the mission or exit the mission. So you definitely, it's going to be a difficult race where you have to keep your car alive, and there's going to be AI. It's going to be for the asphalt section. And I guess you could try to use the dirt, but that's at your own risk. Testing, I didn't notice a big difference in lap times, but maybe you'll find something better if you want to do that, or you might consider that cheating, which I would probably agree with you. But it's going to be a 200 lap race, the RLS 500, but you're going to earn 500K. Justin says not 500. Yeah, I didn't want to do a 500 lap race because that's like, I don't know, that's like 4 or 5 hours of racing, one mission. And I mean, if everyone knows BeamNG, if you get 5 hours straight playthrough, that's, you had a good session kind of thing. So I think that'd be too long, but 200 laps, that should be about an hour and a half. And that might feel a little short too. But again, this is an AI race where you get one shot. You get one, if you're running tire thermals, you know, you get those tires for 200 laps. And you have to keep your car alive. You know, if you wreck on lap 150, you're done. That time's wasted and gone. So it's gonna be, I think that's gonna be the RLS 500. There are a few more features we need to add. Like, I don't think exiting this area works yet. So normally the other missions, as you exit the area, it kind of has you leave the mission. So those checkpoints on the side will stay there, but you also have a different start for the dirt section. So if you want to do a dirt racing only, ignore the wrong way message. You can do that. So if you want to just do like an old style NASCAR race, or I guess dirt track oval race, you can still do that with the dirt area. Twisted says 200 laps. That's right up my alley. Absolutely. I think it'd be a lot of fun. I'll definitely need you guys to play test it because I won't have time to do a whole 200 lap race myself before I launch it. So let me know who's first to complete it. Yeah, this needs a little more power to make this part really stick, really spin the tires. Let's see, where we were with chat. Yes, you need to refuel in career. That's true too. Oh, we're gonna miss it. And that's the thing. I assume you can get a 200 lap race done on a full tank, but I'm gonna need some help testing that. Yeah, so that's to me one of the bigger updates is just getting this oval track done. This is something I've been thinking about for a while, and just, you know, allows for that oval track racing. So yeah, and we're gonna bring back rallycross racing. We're gonna bring back off-road racing, at least those missions. The tough truck stuff I do want to bring back. I just gotta kind of redo some of the maps or tracks because that oval I don't think will work as well. And I've always wanted to redo them because some of them are kind of too easy and gimmicky. But basically all the missions, as many as we can, are gonna come back. We're really only for sure losing that the track variant that cuts across the drag strip. So let's go back to the drag paddock here. I want to take that 200BX we got out on a little drag strip. I bet we have a good amount of money now from using that, running that oval a bit more. I would say too, now that I'm thinking harder about it, I feel like racing gets you good money right away, but deliveries, I mean level 5 deliveries, I think that's where you really earn some big profits. Emery says maybe add a couple extra fuel tanks in the trunk. Another note with that, you won't be able to use your own car for the 500 lap race, or sorry, 200 lap race. It will be a car, a Grand Marshal that's picked for you. That way everyone's in the Grand Marshal and you have that experience. So it's going to be a bit more controlled. Clown says endurance race around West Coast and inward to all to all the way. That'd be cool. Just a big what do they call it on Forza? Goliath racing, I guess. That'd be a lot of fun. This thing sounds so good. It's almost too loud to be honest. That's what makes it fun. Let's make a little more money, turn this into a drift car, and I'll show you one of the drift missions. We really don't need a lot more money, but we're just gonna do a drag race, see if we can win this. Clown says, think about wagering for any race. That has been a thought of ours, and it has been something we're kind of working towards. I don't know if it's going to actually work out that way or what it's going to look like, but um, that is actually a lot higher on the list than you probably knew or expected. I could get an exhaust, but I don't want to get an exhaust. And I think our drag mission broke. This black screen seems way too long. We'll be right back. A little quick restart. I think I'm not sure exactly what the issue is when I get this black screen. I do think it's related to having those oval races still running, but we will look into that before release. Let me just get this restarted here. We'll probably just go straight into drifting. Division says a stock GM only has 3 to 4 hours of fuel at 75% throttle and above. Huh. It's kind of cool that you know it. You know that stat so well. I should ask you guys, what is y'all's? What cars are you driving? What's your favorite cars? My main car is that BRZ, like I said. And I do have an old E36, a 1992 BMW E36, which was my first kind of dream car and car I really worked on. Ended up doing a lot of engine work on that because I blew the head, and so I got to learn all about that engine and everything in the engine bay. So that was a lot of fun. It's a lot of good memories with it. Right now it needs a lot more work, and I have a turbocharged engine kind of set up for it. I just need to get it in and do the work there. All right, our 240 is here. Let's just claim these milestones for some quick money. As soon as we finish loading in. There we go. Progress, milestones. Oh, we got a lot of stuff we can claim. Heck yeah. I didn't know this. These apparently were here in the last update, in the 032 update. I had no idea. Never mess with them. Let's go ahead and take this to the commercial garage and do a little work to it. So I don't want to like just jump into a turbocharger. I want to first check out this rear diff. That's the most important. It is a welded already, so we'll keep it that way. I like that final drive ratio of 4.08. I think we'll keep the suspension exactly where it's at before going too crazy with it. Let's make sure we have drift suspension. I'm pretty sure I had it. Yep, quick ratio drift steering. That's our only option. Maybe some light engine work. Maybe a cam. Let's go stage 2. Hopefully we don't have to change the block. What kind of block do we have? And we got the money. Let's just go to stage 2 performance block. Let's see. What else did we do? Oh, there's drop down for cam. Oh, they have the cam chop on here too. I love a good cam chop. This thing is gonna kind of be ricey with it. An aggressive cam chop and no performance. Stock intake. Let's do, I guess, let's do individual throttle bodies. That would be fun. There's a lot we can do here. Holy cow! I'm gonna have to make a new drift car for the RLS RP stuff. Let's just run that. That's $8 grand of work right there. On that note, we are starting what's being called RLS RP. So it's like we call it motorsport roleplay, right? So we have FDRP, which we've been doing a few competitions of that where it's competitive, fun competition, but it's all in fun, right? It's just more about role playing it than actually doing it. Um, as well as let's just total the drag strip since how loud this thing is. Um, we're gonna be doing rallycross roleplay. So if you want to get in a rallycross, we'll have that in the Discord. Discord links in the description. Oh, that chop! I hear it. It's trying. It doesn't sound good to be honest, but I love it. That's awesome. And we gotta check under the hood. And we also do the Grand Detour every Friday. So every Friday we have a pretty big stream. That's a lot of fun. Man, that's gnarly looking. I love it. We're at 356 horsepower. I think that about doubled what we were at. Very nice. Ooh, we don't have a ton. I don't know where the. We really need an ECU. Let's put an ECU in it real quick. Rev this thing out. Yeah, third gear is not happy, and we're definitely gonna need a third gear. Oh, oh, that's not a stall. I got stuck on the wall here. I think. All right, let's go ahead and throw an ECU in here. So yeah, do check out. Oh, we have to go back and buy the part. That makes sense. Can we tune this though? Oh, I did forget. They made a thing where you have to tune. You have to pay for your tunes. We've been discussing that internally on how we feel about it. I don't know which way I lean yet. I like the feature that it's new, but I'd like there to be an option that you can do the tuning for free, and maybe it's paywalled. Maybe you have to earn. Uh, there has to be some kind of way to like buy your way up through that. Because maybe you don't tune a lot. Maybe it's not important to you. Like some things I can tune myself at home, but some things I would need to go get it paid to do, and we're looking into that. That'd be a new feature thing. Let's go ahead and get a new ECU for this. I think that's why we're just not getting a lot of horsepower. Let's go full race ECU. Crossface says classic turbo lawnmower issue, 1200 horsepower at redline, 5 horsepower until redline. Absolutely, that's what it felt like. I went the clutch kick third gear and absolutely didn't get anywhere. Justin says sure, stalls equals 3, 4. No, that was 2 if you're gonna count that one. Let's go see what redline is. Or not what redline is. Let's just turn up the RPM. 8,500. I think she can take it. We'll do a quick test. I do like how though you can't just like constantly be tuning. Like you have to like there's almost a reason to be more skilled at tuning, or else you're gonna waste your money by just trying to change little things. So I think that aspect's pretty cool. So we gained no horsepower, so that's not a good sign. Okay, here's a what do they call it? Like a headset warning. It might be loud. Okay, we're good. Oh, that's so loud. Alright, let's go check out the drift missions. Okay, so this might not go well at all, but you will see the mission. It just might be some pretty poor drifting. I haven't really had time with this, and I don't know how many more excuses I need to make. Okay, I like it so far. Okay, so let's do the first drag mission. It's pretty technical, it's pretty challenging. I shouldn't say it's technical, but it's definitely challenging. You'll notice that they're a lot more uniform. Oh, another thing we're going to try to get working, which we're really close, is basically a mission repeat system so that you get paid full price for each star each reward every time you complete it. So normally when you complete a mission, that's it. Next time you do it, you get like 10% or so. Um, we're trying to take that away and have it to where you get full price. That way, you build up your drift car and you keep doing drift missions, and your drift car still has value after your first 4 missions or however many you do with it. It adds repeatability, basically. Before we get going, let's talk about chat. I'm sure I'm missing so many. Division says tune could be locked behind buying various tools. For example, adjusting suspension could require a suspension toolbox. Adjusting engine related stuff could require a tuner's laptop. That'd be pretty cool, actually. I think that's definitely doable. Maybe. Well, as I'm learning, everything is doable. It just takes time and maybe undoing a lot of other things. But we definitely would want it to be a progress style thing. Um, I don't want to talk about all of our plans, but it would be interesting to have to, let's just say, buy your way up. This man can drift? I don't know, Clown. We'll see after we start this mission. Yeah, without further ado, here we go. I do like how it's just like accelerate to begin. I can kind of sit here, mentally psych myself up, look at the track. You kind of see way in the distance we added the little pylons that you have to hit in the drift zone. So that's kind of like you have to make sure you're in the drift zone, and you get bonus points. And to get actually good rewards and a solid finish, you do need to hit your checkpoints, your zones here. It is uphill, and it gets really hard to keep angle and stay outside. And I don't know if we have the horsepower to do it, but we'll do our best. I might have to manji in the middle, which it's not intended, but it is. I guess it's a thing. So here we go. Get some speed going here. Not the clutch kick I wanted. Totally missed that zone. And we just totally lost drift as well. She does not have the third gear power that I need. Okay, that was pretty ugly. That was pretty bad. I'm not happy with that. That is definitely a score of 0. So here you have to get at least 5,000 points. That's not worth anything. Let's go back to challenge start. Now I'm determined to show you guys a better drift. I really can drift. That was just that was bad. Quick upgrade. Maybe we need the turbo. It's already like kind of loose enough, and the suspension's totally off. Like the rear is a lot higher. Shift tab's probably just laughing at me now. It's fine. We're just gonna throw a quick turbo on it. We're not even gonna tune it or anything. Oh, but I might lose my zoomies. Let's just do stage 2. And yeah, then we lost our exhaust. So let's do the fart can. I think that's pretty. I don't think it's pretty. I think that is. I think that fits the car. I did notice at some point I started building cars a lot in the game, and they kind of started all looking the same because I kept doing my own style, what I would do. Oh, that's awful. Oh, that's so loud. That's so bad. Well, then I realized, though, it's kind of fun to have different styles of car, right? So obviously this isn't my flavor, my taste, what I would do with my car, but it is fun experiencing a car that would be like this kind of thing. So I eventually learned that I need to broaden the way I build cars and stuff. That's louder than zoomies. That is awful. There's the fart can for you. Carl said I should keep it in second. Yeah, that's a good point. If this doesn't work, we'll try that. We're at 500 horsepower. That should be more than plenty, especially with these tires. It's a meme kind of exhaust, absolutely. All right, let's see what she'll do. Third gear's gonna be good. Alright, we got something here. So let's do that event again. Oh man. What else did we want to talk about? We want to talk. Oh, we have the challenge, the career multiplayer challenge we need to talk about and work on. All right, let's send it. I do love the new drifting updates though they have done. There's a lot more potential here with the pylons. Missed third. Kind of straightened out. Just gonna miss that zone. They're a little too deep. Just missed that last one. So it's designed to be challenging so that you can kind of keep coming back and try to do better and better. We have looked at, well, we actually got really close to having free roam drift events, similar to the free roam race events. Um, I don't think it's going to make it into this update because there's some features we need to flesh out with it. But it is something on the horizon as well, is the free roam drift stuff. But I think that kind of does it for the next update stuff. Let me know if you have more questions. The last thing we need to do, first off, is park this thing. Oh gosh. As well as talk about the next challenge that Shift Tab and I are doing to celebrate our 500 subscribers. We made it a challenge to ourselves, and honestly, I'm gonna have to sell all my cars to do this. So goodbye. How much money do I have? Wait for it. Wait, it didn't update. Hold on. 25K. Yeah, we're gonna have to sell this too. It's fun, but it's gone. So our challenge is to come up with the best family car with between $15,000 and $40,000 that has or under 500 horsepower, right? So this is designed to be something that's not OP, right? A 700 horsepower daily is pretty impractical unless you have a charger. Maybe you guys can speak up if you do. But this is what we're gonna do is kind of go on a road trip with them. And answer the question, what's the best family car to buy? Eventually, some of us will have families and have to give up our sports cars. I'm still dreading the day that I can't use the BRZ as my daily with my family of 3, but I will say my wife and my son are getting a little cramped in the BRZ when we go on road trips. So what's the best family car? So we have $40,000 as our cap, as well as $15,000 as our minimum, and it has to be 2000 and newer. And so I wanted to go ahead and do this on stream as we start our career. This will be our first vehicle. We can do upgrades that kind of get us up to 40,000 or so, but we can't pass that $40,000 amount. So if we get a cheaper family car, we can pour in the upgrades. So let's get past the $15,000 cap. Shift Tab says time for me to take notes and see where I can beat you. Absolutely. Clown asks, what system are you using for free roam racing? AI path tool waypoints. So Tristan actually came up with some really clever code that, long story short, all you need is your triggers to get yourself started, and then it uses basically a decal road. So that way, basically, you lay down the decal road, and you adjust the name of that decal road, and the code recognizes, hey, that's actually gonna be a racetrack, and then it places on the points and whatnot. It's such a fun breakthrough when he did it. Tristan's an amazing programmer, and he's teaching me a lot. Look at that Grand Marshal for 15K. That's what we needed all along. So big shout out to him and his skills and what he's provided. It's been a lot of fun doing that. So again, 50, we need a family car, and I have an idea of what I want. I really want a wagon. I think wagons are, the coolest, the most practical for sure. Let me get a sip of water. And if we can get an all-wheel drive one, that really raises the bar. One thing we need to talk about, and Shift and I didn't actually finish talking about this, is are we going to use this wagon mod? I'm not sure because it's not in the official RLS career collection, so I'm not going to. Although I think these could be some of the best. So we might have to buy another one day. But right here, it's ETK. So 2016. It's only 20 grand. It's a diesel. It's rear-wheel drive. I want to find one that's all-wheel drive. So here is a sedan version. It's not a wagon. I guess Shift, you're in the chat. Do we want to run the wagon version of the mod and just have it as a separate thing outside Career Collection? Let me know, because that might change my decision on what I use. But I really was looking for like an ETK wagon all-wheel drive, because I can't remember. Well, I think it's the K series that you can actually do all-wheel drive, but turn it off into rear-wheel drive, which could be very important for drifting. Of course, you have the Bastion all-wheel drive. You can actually make a lot of horsepower out of that V6 if it comes with a V6. V8 obviously you can do a lot as well. Kral says Polish dev made it and loves it. Absolutely. Oh, you're talking about getting the Wider and pretend you live in Poland. That would be I guess a family vehicle for Poland, huh? That'd be pretty funny. Twisted's getting some sloppy joes. I haven't had sloppy joes in so long. If you don't know what that is, it's basically just ground beef in I guess a tomato-based sauce. That's how it would work out. Shift says we can run the wagon, the Savidia FCV wagon mod. So let's keep that on the table. We're not gonna get this one, but that is an option. I really want to run the ETK. Those are some nice wagons. I don't think a van counts. That doesn't seem right. Doesn't feel right. Let's see, because we're going to do a series of challenges. We're going to a different map as well, so I don't know what exactly will be ahead of us. But I want it to be as well-rounded as possible. So like this crossbow here actually would be pretty decent. It's 27 grand. All-wheel drive, already 300 horsepower. It looks pretty sporty. I'm not going to run that just because I don't know if there's a whole lot of mods supporting that. And I do want to be able to customize this thing pretty well. I love the dealership. I love looking at all these vehicles, and especially with the mods in and just buying vehicles. I love the flipping vehicles aspect too. I know there's some controversy of that. Some people feel like it doesn't make sense to be able to buy a car for cheap and sell it for higher, but that's half of. When you're starting to buy used cars, that's half the game is getting a good deal on it. It's not just buying the car you want. You actually have to be able to afford it. Ooh, look at this. Blacked out too? 2015 800 series, all-wheel drive, gasoline, automatic. That's it right there. So we need to take note of our money. We have 5287. Let me write that down. 52873. Whoops, I messed that up. 52873.35. What is wrong with my calculator? Minus. So we need to make sure we have at least $12,873 left. This is it right here. All-wheel drive blacked out wagon. So that's 34,000. There's not a lot of room for upgrades, but hopefully we won't need a lot of room for upgrades. I don't know if we'll be able to make a 500 horsepower out of this real quick, but let's take a look. Oh, quick delivery. We did lose a little money. It was only worth 33, but that's okay. This is definitely going to be kind of the channel keeper, or we're going to keep it on the channel. So we'll replace Pearl from last season, although we definitely can't name it Pearl, and we're probably not going to go with the blue theme again for our fleet of cars. But actually, let's take this out on a quick spin before we upgrade it to see what we need to do. So not a ton of horsepower, but it is already turbocharged. So that's good. That's awesome. I do want to change up the tires, I think, in the wheels. I don't know if we can afford it. Makes 20 PSI in first gear. Let's turn off traction control, see what kind of launches we can get. Okay, not bad, not bad. I think this is the one. Well, I mean, we already bought it, so it definitely is the one. Probably should have test drove it. I mean, I need to stop being scared of those. Yeah, so not a lot of room left over I think we have about six grand left. Tess is already saying Shift is gonna win. Man, already giving up on me that quickly? We'll see. I think half of it is driver skill, which Shift has a lot of it. But then it's, doing the right thing with the vehicle. So, this is a family car, kind of a bit more of a sleeper. It's not all about power. It's more about balance, in my opinion. It's all-wheel drive, so we can do some off-road stuff and have confidence. Obviously, we don't have clearance, so rock crawling will probably be our uh, weak spot. Let's check what we can do to this thing. Tristan's asking if we can sell parts for this challenge. I don't think so. I don't think we can strip it down, and it needs to be a package deal, in my opinion, just because managing that money never goes well. We can change ECUs, but that's pretty expensive. That's $1,400. How much money do we have left to play with? So let's subtract 18,328.18. So we only have $5,400 to work with. While an ECU could get us quick horsepower, we can't tell how much horsepower it's going to get us. So I'd say we don't do that. We do have a speed limiter, which is very expensive to delete, but we can increase it, I guess. We'll need to go check what that speed limiter is. Maybe hold out $150 for it. Exhaust system. I would love some custom exhaust, but I don't know. That's pretty expensive as well. These parts are pretty expensive. We only have the stock turbocharger, and I doubt we can tune that, so that's kind of a bummer. And we can only do a heavy-duty block. It's not even like a performance block. And I wouldn't really think about changing the engine, but there's no engine we can do either. Okay, we've kind of cornered ourselves, but man, look at this thing. It's blacked out. We got some leather interior. That's just gorgeous. I think let's look into a custom exhaust, I guess. And maybe, you know what? Wheels and tires goes a long way as well. Let's do... I want to look at the exhaust, because you gotta do something to the engine, and just like my actual dailies, I always do an exhaust system. Nothing. I don't just cut it off. I actually get a real exhaust system, so there's actual taste for the record. Where's the exhaust? Oh, right there. Let's look at the sport. It doesn't look different. It probably sounds different. What about custom? Okay, it doesn't look different either. Let's just do sport. That way we have more money to kind of play with. I'm missing out on chat. Let's see. Sport tires and ECU upgrade makes it a track weapon. That's a good point, Division. That's a good point. I don't think I want to do race tires. That doesn't seem right. It's a daily, right? It's a family car. Tess says I'm rooting for you, but you only have 6K, my guy. Yeah, just like any family, you're short on cash. Tess says nitrous. That's a good point. I mean, it's illegal, at least in the States, but it's quick, cheap, dirty power. So that's an option. What kind of... Let's just put it on for now. We might not keep it, but at least we can... Well, you know what? It costs money to tune. Shift, we didn't think about this. Is tuning gonna factor into the cost here? Because I would hate to tune it to blow up and then be out of money. But also it keeps us from spending 24 hours tuning and then having this perfect car. I don't think we can change up the transmission. Those are pretty expensive unless you want to go sequential. For some reason, that's pretty cheap. I kind of like the automatic, family car. I'd rather do a dual clutch, but that's going to be pretty expensive. And let's just keep it at that 50 shot. I don't know if any more. Sport 2 Plus or whatever are really good tires, says Division. Shift says yes, 100%. Are you talking about 100% we can... The tuning costs money? Is that what you're talking about? I'll agree with you. Should we add a lip? $700 for a lip, and it feels like I bought a BMW. Let's at least take a look at what the lip would look like. We got our first super chat division. Thank you. Now I know what it looks like too. Thanks for the awesome work. I appreciate it, division. Super grateful. Like I said, donations, super chats is not required, but it definitely helps, and it goes right back into the projects and supporting the projects. So appreciate that. Let's see how this lip. That does not look good. I mean, it looked good if it was blacked out, but then I'd have to come back and paint it, and it's not really a Renespect. So now we're being a poser, so we can't do that. Even though my E36 has M3 bumpers, but I mean, you can't do an E36 without M3 bumpers. It doesn't look right. You have to have the M3 bumpers. I don't have the M3 badge. Okay, I didn't go that far, but it does have the M3 bumper, and it is gonna have. Well, it's not gonna have an M3 engine in it either, but it will be turbocharged, so it's gonna make some power. Anyways, rims and tires. Maybe we try to keep the rims. They're already black. Let's look at the rears first. The rear just open. That could be a problem, but everything else is expensive, so it's a problem we're not going to solve here. So we are on sport tires. These tarmac rally tires. Those are actually super grippy. That's tempting. Let's see what they look like. They look identical. I mean, I know Shift is in the chat watching this, but that's a sleeper stuff right there. I don't know. Oh wait, I put on the standard. There's the rally. They pretty much look the same. I don't want to get too far from the car and lose my shopping cart. I guess since you're in the chat, Shift, is that cheating? Do we have any kind of thing about any kind of tire? I mean, I wouldn't put a tarmac rally tire on my daily, on my family car, but wow, is that good? What are these modified tires? I don't know if modified means more grip or if it's just different. It must be more grip, right? Or else it's basically the same. I don't like that stretch tire look. That's not my thing. Hector, welcome to the chat. Congrats on the super chat, Raceless. Appreciate it, man. Go check out Hector. He is finally back on YouTube and making content again. I think we maybe change rims, because there are some really cool rims that I like. I don't know if they're 18 by 9s, but let's take a look. Again, well, here's a problem. We're not making big horsepower, so we don't really need super grippy tires. We really just need cornering grip. That's the best thing we can do. Shift says, I think it's cheating. They're basically race tires, but I'll let it slip since you only have 6K. I don't know. I don't want to be cheating. No, we're going to be true to spec. This is a family car. All right, so let's see. What kind of... See, these rims are 1,000 each? Gosh. I mean, that's totally fair. Well, actually, it's kind of pricey, but I understand. I can't remember which wheels they were, but they looked so good on the ETK. Maybe they weren't those. Let's try. No, that's like. Well, actually, that does look pretty cool. Okay, we need to be going for practicality, not this stuff. So okay, let's take the wheels off. We can't even get wider tires. The Sport Plus would really be the way to go, and maybe we need to get bigger rims for that. We do need a tow hitch. Now, I don't really... Well, other countries do things differently, but here in America, we don't see a ton of cars with tow hitches. I mean, maybe you do, but it's really not the ideal, right? You should just get a truck. But in other countries, definitely works. So we're at 1,700 with nitrous, which again is a little sketchy, but undercover nitrous bottle, I'll definitely work with that. Clown says, what kind of family? That's a good point. I guess a moderate sized family, or a family that likes sports cars or going fast. That's a good point. Sorry if you hear some background noise. Got some stuff going on in the family. Breaking Bad family, I guess, says Justin. That would be pretty. That makes sense. I would like to make like a darker black too, more metallic back, but it's all right. No roll cage, that doesn't make sense. Okay, we just gotta go back to performance. This is tough, guys. Or radiator. Well, we're again only 200 horsepower. I'm so used to building high horsepower things. It's hard to tone back, but it definitely feels good toning back because it's more realistic, I think. Um, let's look at wheels again. Let's go maybe because I know the Savitas have Sport Plus tires on their rims, and they run a bigger rim. So let's go. Let's look at an 18 by 10. Those are expensive. Oh my goodness. It's just like real life where the price goes bigger when you get a bigger wheel. I mean, that's the rim I like right there, though. Do they have it in black? It's colorable, so we'd have to paint it. Let's take a look. They only have sport tires, and we don't have the Sport Plus, so we're not going to run those. Let's go to 19s. Ginger says she sees tons of them there. I think she's talking about tow hitches on cars. Your grandpa has an Apollo with a tow hitch. I mean, I guess. I mean, yeah, anything can work, right? But it won't be a fun experience going down the highway at 70. That's for sure. Um, hmm. I mean, we could go 19. Let's look what a 19.9 has. Ooh, that's a pretty rim though. I didn't even mean to show. Ooh, that could be the rim. And we do have the Sport Plus tires, and they're 245, so it's pretty similar to what we already. Oh, look at that. We might need to do some fitment stuff, but I think that's the tire right there. But that's really expensive. Let's look at the rears. So that's a 19 by 9. We'll keep it square. We're not making enough horsepower to really spin the tires, especially these. I guess it is worth looking. I mean, you have these $700 rims, going budget, but that's, I mean, that's overdone. I'm going for the blacked out look. I think that's just a deeper dish. That does look good, but I want the full blackout. Here's some Okude Pro 2 rear tires in black for 600. That might not. That might be the move too. Actually, let's put those on for now. Let's see, 800. That's a 20-inch, 20 by 11 though. That's now we're just wasting weight at that point. Let's do, where were the I think they were here. $700 Okude blacks. All right, guys, what do you guys think? Front or rear? Front looks better. Let's make sure we can put a, well, I'm sure we can put the same tire on. Let's go ahead and put that same tire on, actually. Okay, front looks better. Rear is better performance. And it looks like we can't change those lug nuts. So those lug nuts kind of stick out, and I don't love that. Shift says black wheels are a crime. Listen, I know it was overplayed like 10 years ago, 15 years ago, but like they still can look good. A black on black, that looks good. Vernon says, when is the next update coming out? So the next update for all the motorsport, all the return of all the motorsport stuff is going to be around Friday or Saturday, sometime this weekend. And then we're probably going to go on a 2 or 3 week schedule for updates. It's definitely not going to be a weekly thing. That gives us more time to test. That gives us more time to, I guess, work on new features, because new features take more time than implementing old ones. Ginger says the gold ones were sexy. I guess the black and gold would look good, but no, I want the black on black. I rarely have a black on black car. And definitely haven't had it in real life, so that would be fun. Where's the baby seat? It's there. It can be there. It's a wagon. Someone says check out the backlight. We could probably do a lighter backlight. Does this car have it? I love this search bar. It's actually super helpful. I'm not seeing it though. It's probably like just a rear window. Well, it's probably on the tailgate. Tailgate glass, there it is. No, it has the full weighted tailgate. I don't think we're going to strip a lot of weight out of this. We also want it to be fully loaded. I mean, it's a family car. It has to be comfortable, right? Before I hit back and lose our shopping cart, we got a backspace there. Justin says a tow hitch belongs on every car, certainly. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't think my BRZ would really do well with it. Division says rear because price per performance winning is always cool. That's true. It's better performance in the back, but look how good the front looks. One thing to note, well, no, we're still going to have some fitment issues in the back, which I don't know if we'll have the money to tune and solve them either way, to be honest. Just says, look at my fancy car that you literally can't see because it's just a shadow. That's a good point. But hey, when the sun's on it, you know, you get that in the sunlight. Looks good. Looks good. That rear wheel is growing on me, the way that tire just looks meatier than the front. Front's looking kind of soft now. Back is like, whoa, that's a performance car. Front's kind of like, you know, I tried, but I didn't, you know, do it right. Tristan says, I cannot believe this is my car, has black rims. Yeah, I didn't know your car had black rims. That's cool. Oh, Clown says under the engine. Let's take a look under the engine. We haven't looked yet. We really did spend our budget fast, sadly. So, yeah, not much to see, just engine cover, just like every other family car. Of course, you know, if you support more money, you can make more power and do more things, but this is also about, you know, a family budget. I think we go with the rear cars, the rear wheels, the Pro 2s. Let's put those in the front and just double check. And this is the 19 by 9s. Yeah, we could look into some suspension stuff too, actually. It is the classic get a BMW and pay a lot of money afterwards as well. But they are sure fun when you get them right. There they are, black wheels in the front. And let's go make sure we got the right tires on. Sport Pluses. Okay, how much money did we have left? We can spend $5,400. We're at $4,300. We do want to save some money for tuning. Maybe we do. So look at brakes. We got sport brakes in the front. So this came with some good stuff. It doesn't have the best discs in the front, but it has good pads. Well, how much are those? Sports are another $500. Ah, jeez. Could do semi-race brake pads, but I don't know. Family car, right? You don't really want race brakes as a family car. Be all squealy and have to warm up. That's kind of dangerous. You also have to think about this is the car you would like lend to a friend or have your spouse drive or, you know, jump in and go. Coilovers are crazy expensive. This is a tough one. Let's see. Benny says 24 hours of lemons in BeamNG, $2,500 budget with a 2 to 3 hour race. That would be a lot of fun, Benny. That would be cool. We wouldn't do it for 24 hours, that's for sure. But you said it, 2 to 3 hour race. That would be fun. Let's someone write that down in Discord. Let's look into doing that. That would be fun. And Benny, join the Discord and send that to me in Discord too, if you will, if you want, if you're willing. Ginger says, Tristan, I don't remember what you drive, but who knows? If it's black on black, I'm disappointed. Ooh, Tess does not like the black on black. Woodperker? PKer? Is that a RuneScape reference? Says, I don't know, do what you want, your family to stop like a family car or or a semi-race car. That's a good point. Do you want your family car to stop like a family car or a race car? That's well put, well said. I only have about $1,000 though, but I do love that logic, which is why I drive my two-door sports car like my two-door sports car as my family car. I think I don't know, guys. You look in the speed limit. Let's buy this now, okay? Let me go ahead and take this out. So we spent 4386.90. So we got 1,067 left after taxes. Let's take this on the road. See how it does. It's idling sitting for a while. Okay, it's an automatic. Look at that thing. Ooh. Man, let me let the sun hit it right. The black wheels aren't as black anymore, but it's okay. One thing I need to make sure is the top speed. And does this have like exhaust cutouts and stuff? Sounds peppier. Let's go do a little hot lapping with it. Can we get a little loose? I like it. Let's head over here. The police will kind of take you down in the racetrack area. But there shouldn't be any more around here. Shift says yummy. Look at that shadow sarcastically. Listen, I think it could look real classy. Obviously everyone has their own taste, and yeah, I like it. It's not like my pride and joy. It's not my crown jewel of the fleet of cars, right? It's like look at this black on black, but man, I mean, think about the McLaren P1. That thing black on black looks menacing. Granted, this is a little wagon that doesn't have, you know, wheel spacers, but it's still pretty good. All right, so we're staged. Before we take this on, PRZ Family Edition. Yeah, that's what I tried to do. It actually is really easy and good for a child getting in the car seat, having a BRZ that's low, because they just like step right in at like 2 or 3 years old. It was great. Ginger said, I don't know, race. I say when you hit 5K subs, you should absolutely do a 24-hour race. That would be nuts. 24-hour live stream always seemed like a cool idea, and I love staying up for 24 hours at a time for some reason, especially playing video games. But I think it's one of those things that's easier said than done as well. Benny said, I posted the chat message and general suggestion on the Discord. Perfect. We'd love to see you join the RP stuff and do some of the racing too. It'd be awesome to have you join that that Lemons race, since it, you know, it was your idea. All right, let's send it. We are in sport mode. We'll go for the big track so we can go down the big straight. I do wish we had better brakes. I'll just say that now. Tires feel amazing. That was definitely a good move. A little oversteer on braking, which is kind of surprising. That could just be me improperly driving. Always an option. We're going to turn on the nitrous here after this corner. See how that feels. Definitely have some understeer. Okay, instant over torque risk. That's not good. Nitrous is going back off. And now we need to have the discussion, if I sell the nitrous, does that mean I get the money back? Because I did spend it, and I think that was always the case, but it's hard to track money at that point. Maybe I'll just do like a $300 credit and try to keep it as close as possible. But we're definitely not going to be running nitrous, which means the power we have is the power we have. I just want to make sure we don't hit the speed limiter as well, because that would be tragic. You know what we could do? And what I might do even? If this doesn't work out, oh, we already have brake fade too. I mean, it's just a family car, right? Not a race car. But I might, there's a possibility I show up to the event with a different car. if I have the time to play some more and get another $40,000 and whatnot. I do like this car a lot, though. I don't love the tow hitch, but the practicality of it really needs it. And I think this is a big thing in Europe, having like a wagon with a tow hitch. I'm very uncultured, so correct me if I'm wrong, but I think elsewhere, I mean, I know, you know, the United States is kind of the only main place that does trucks and really likes trucks as much as we do. See how much we make across the line here. 3,700 as I lose focus. Nice, I like it. Hard on the brakes. Let's do another lap. We had a little bit of brake fade on the main straight, but so far the brakes are staying within spec. Definitely sounds good. Has a little lift-off oversteer, but we can do a little four-wheel drift, so that's cool. Could talk about putting a rear sway bar on, softening it, and adding some grip that way. Probably be the most ideal and cheapest. Unless it's a, well, unless it's, you can only do a race sway bar. In which case that'd probably cost a lot and we couldn't afford it, so we'd probably want to put a thicker front sway bar so that there's a softer rear bias. That's probably what I would end up doing with that. But we really haven't hit a speed limiter, so I don't think we need to buy the speed limiter delete or extend that at all. And with the horsepower we have, we're really not going to get very far with that. Alright, hard on the brakes as the brake fade, which makes sense. We were going from 130 to 0. I think even my BRZ had a little bit of brake fade at that point. Just realized the music turned off too, and now it's bothering me, but I can't turn it back on. Oh, I'm running a little wide. Okay. The chicane. Kind of want to see if I can get that a little loose, but these tires are really grippy. I really like the Sport Plus decision. We could look into the ECU stage tune. I can't remember how much it was, but that'd be like the next step up for sure. Alright. 3,200. I thought that said 32,000 for a second. That would have been real bad. Or real wrong, I should say. Let's just go ahead and leave the track here. We should get the exit track warning. There it is, exiting event. So we need to make sure we add that to the oval. I just think I didn't include it. Let's just take this back to the garage and just double check we got everything we wanted. I think the only thing I can really think of is better brakes, because that's the only place we can get. We only got $1,000, so just changing the pads be kind of all we can do. I definitely really like this though. It's a fun car. Like, as a daily, I would love this. I would also love another 100 horsepower though, if I could do it cheaply. Let's see. Catching up on chat. I hear the accountant in you, says Gab. Yeah, I can't take the finance out of me. Everything kind of falls back to a number and a cost somehow. Shift Tab says, I'll allow you all the nitrous since you can't use it. Since you can't use it type thing. Yeah, I can't even take a 50 shot. Division says, I wouldn't worry about the over torque risk. It won't blow up. Trust me. I don't know, Division. If we blow this engine, we're really out of financial deficit there. The way it instantly hit too, that's like, I don't like that. Let's look at brakes. I think that's really all we can do. Well, how much is this sway bar? Yeah. We could do it. I mean, that's not enough though I can just drive better to not oversteer off throttle. Let's do brake pads. Let's do semi-race in the front and semi-race in the... Well, should we even do semi-race in the rear? I guess it'd be good to keep the bias similar. especially remember we're way hard on the brakes. Yeah, we'll do the rear. So that's $300. We really don't have any more money. I think we just go to tuning and try to make it look a little better. Sound good to you guys? Justin says, "Yep, U.S. is the only country where only trucks can pull trailers. The rest of the world cars do that too." Yeah, it's not the first time I heard it, which is it's funny because growing up in the U.S., it doesn't even make sense. It doesn't like compute. Like you need the big V8 and the big truck frame and all the weight and the off-road capability, even though you don't go off-roading, to tow a trailer. I mean, when you say it out loud, it doesn't make a lot of sense. But growing up here, it's just like, oh, trucks pull. That's what they do. I will say though, I've heard experience where like when you get that big dually with a big diesel, towing a couple cars on a trailer is no problem. So maybe it's just a matter of how what things you are towing. Benny says, I've seen a guy pull another car with a rope. The towing possibilities are endless. That's true. That's true. Whoa. I love the random horns. Definitely. Oh, my camera feels like a city. Division says, unless they change something from the last update, the car with a stage 1 ECU and a 50 shot won't destroy the engine throughout the bottle. The turbo will get hot. Justin says he towed last Friday, but not voluntarily. I guess with the rope because his starter motor broke. That's sad. It's unfortunate when your starter goes because you found the problem when you went to start your car, and you probably started your car because you needed to go somewhere. I don't know if we can afford the ECU even. Let's just take a look. Yeah, that's a $1,400 thing. We can't do that. I tell you what, we'll just run these brakes. We'll do a quick tune, which is interesting. Tuning costing money really changes the dynamic of like a car build, right? I mean, it makes sense. You have a budget of this many dollars. You can't just suddenly change it. We just tuning to nitrous. What was that accent? Does changing the nitrous affect? Probably. Let's see. If I want a different gear. Yeah. Okay. We'll keep it that all the same. What was I doing? I wanted my wheel offset. So you do need style points. Maybe a little wider. Front looks pretty good. The back looks pretty good. OCD is telling me to bring this even down to be even. And oh, I have cooling ducts. Let's open those bad boys up. How much does that cost? Okay, $100. I don't think we need a ton, because I guess there's aerodynamics involved with this, right? You don't want just super huge cooling ducts in the front. Yeah, let's do that. And let's run the nitrous. We got it. Let's just see if it will blow up. We won't do it from a dig. We'll do it like at speed. Black seems a little glossy for the wheels. That's okay. Benny says not many people pull trailers under 8,000 pounds. Yeah, I don't pull any trailers, and I have 5 cars. So now if I add a trailer and something to tow, it'd make moving those 5 cars a lot easier because a lot of those cars are more donor cars and projects and such. So one bug I think we're gonna have to work on, Tristan, is when we exited, the waypoints are still here. I don't know if that was on purpose or not. And I am afraid to cross the finish line backwards and cause that one bug. Well, it'll be a really slow lap anyways. Oh, you know what we should do? Let's take this to the oval track and see how it does in dirt. Let's go back to a sport mode exhausts. There it is. Sounds a lot better. And hold on, before I forget, where's the music? Let's turn on Let's just do something random. Well, maybe not. Let's, how about this? I don't know what this is. All right. All right, where were we? Benny says, or no, Division says our speed limits are a lot faster than the rest of the world. 70 to 80 with heavy trailer gets sketchy. Absolutely. And those are just the limits, right? It's not what we actually do. So definitely having a good tow rig will mean help you get to your place faster. Benny says, if the stream ends while I take the shower, then everybody have a good night. It will end soon, so have a good night, Benny. Let's do the drift track. Tires doing well in the dirt. Let's go manual mode. So we can really throw it in here. We do not have the power to get us back out. So dirt works. Let's throw nitrous on. I think it'll be a nice test. We got some wheel slippage. I mean, it's not blowing up. Okay, definitely missing that checkpoint. Let's go do the asphalt part. It's good that we can get sideways. I wish we could really power out of it. I think we have a little bit more money to bring this nitrous in at a lower RPM and lower gear. So maybe we do that. And then real quick, Malibu? Sounds like Malibu, or it looks like Malibu. Hey Raceless, I bought the flatbed in career. I cannot figure out how to retract the bed. I can only extend it. It's actually kind of tricky, but there is a button. It's very tiny, I believe. If not, I think it's either page up or page down, or control page up and control page down. I think it's something like that. Justin says, FYI, waypoint sound is very loud for me. Okay, good to note. Noted. Thank you for the feedback. It is a little loud, I guess, now that you say that, but I can't say, I wouldn't say it's too loud. But we might look into that and change that. Just got in, looks good. Good to see you, Levilsi. I slaughtered that. I'm so bad at reading names, really words in general, but especially names. But Laville, thanks for hopping in. Justin says here every car has registered max tow weight with or without trailer brakes. Very true, very true. All right, let's do some oval racing on asphalt with the nitrous. So far, it's not blowing. But do you really want a family car with a check engine light on? I don't know. This handles really well in the oval, actually. Tires are super gripped up. Very nice. Okay, let's just bring the nitrous in lower. Hopefully that doesn't blow it. Alright, let's head back to the garage. Let's go commercial real quick. Alright, bringing the nitrous in. I think this is really like the last of our money. It's probably gonna be a couple $100 or so. I did not track. I think the last one was 600. So I think we have just enough for this. Yell at me, shift if you disagree. Let me go to tuning. I mean, why don't you want nitrous in first gear at the lowest RPM? Alright, another $200. That's it. This is the last purchase. This is our ideal family car for under 40K, under 500 horsepower, deeply under 500 horsepower. I wish we had gotten a better deal in the car. That would have helped us. But, you know, it is what it is. And let's let's do one hot lap, or I guess one standing lap with the big track. We'll turn nitrous on the on the long straight. Make sure it does its job there, and then we'll just keep it on. Make sure the engine can hold it. The temps stay within tolerance. Brakes are good. We'll end off the live stream. So let me know if you have any last questions on the updates. I'm also really excited to start doing a playthrough again because, like I mentioned before, I think what I've learned is one of the best ways to counter burnout in these big projects is to play the game, and it's very easy to not do that, believe it or not, to only work, at least for me. Let's see, let me just go up the line and then we'll read the chat. Carl says, fam car with a check engine light one means new project car. Absolutely. First check engine light. It's dedicated race car from there on out. I've had a check engine light. It's lights on in all my Subarus. Knock on wood, I don't have a check engine light on my BRZ, and I hope to never have one. Knock on wood. We all know that's going to happen at some point, though. Just put a tape over the light. Nobody will know. Just him. Yeah, until your engine loses its oil, then they might know. Division, you're right. It hasn't blown up yet. Good point. You're right. I give it to you. Let's see how this standing lap does. DCT would be really nice because then we'd be able to like rev it and launch and such. Okay, those brakes having to warm up a little bit. We are in manual mode. I remember when that was first a thing, manual and automatic. I was like, that's so cool. That's like dream come true. This was when I was a kid before I knew how to drive manual. And I was like, that's amazing. It's the best of both worlds. And then, I grew up to realize it's actually kind of gimmicky and terrible. And you should drive a real manual, in my opinion. My BRZ is a manual. I do Atlanta traffic daily in my manual. My left calf is just as strong as my right, maybe even a little stronger, and I enjoy it. Alright, once we get on the straight here, we'll turn on the nitrous. See if we can find the speed limiter. Go, we're spraying. So the torque risk is down low. We'll have to see what happens as the RPMs get low. Turbocharger is overheating, just as Division said. Division might have some real knowledge here. I think he'd be a good contender for the RP racing stuff. Late on the brakes. Clenching. Alright, we're good. Nice thing about only running a 50 shot is your nitrous bottle lasts a lot longer. So that is good. Slowing it down here. Ooh, a little snappy. That's fun. Coming to the final corner, the engine's held up just fine. I'm not really worried about an overheating turbocharger. Getting a little sideways. Nice. This should be the fastest time yet for a standing lap. Very nice. 205. Alright, I think this is it. Now don't be surprised though if competition day I kind of just roll up into something completely different. But it has been really fun building this car. We're definitely going to keep this car on the channel. We are going to need a name for it, so let me know if you have names for it. I'm going to try really hard not to think of a name before y'all come up with a name. Or else it'll kind of stick and that'll be it. Ride height's still a little high. I would like it lower, but family problems, can't afford it. Make sure we can launch with nitrous on. Oh, just fine. Beautiful. Alright, well I think that's going to do it for the stream. If there's any last questions, let me know. Ray, welcome to the chat. I don't think I've seen you yet. Track championships and others with AI are planned to be back to at some point, right? Track racer main. Yeah, absolutely. The track championships are actually already back implemented, and with AI, they're back. We did lose one race variant, the classic race variant, which cuts through the drag strip. And I am looking to add more race variants. I don't know if I'll them done in time before the update, but it is something that's, I do like the race variants. But let me know too if there's other race classifications you'd like to see. There's a fair amount of them now, but I don't know if they make a ton of sense to people. And if there's something that you think would be fun, we can definitely look into that. Let's see, what else did I miss? Crossface, Crossface telling Tess that it's just a wiring issue. It's related to why their blinkers don't function correctly. He's talking about BMWs. Because Tess said BMWs identify as a check engine light. My E36, despite all its problems, cracking its head, having cooling issues, it never had a check engine light. It always had a transmission light, which turned out to be a bad alternator, giving the wrong voltage, and the TCM, or like the transmission computer module, not functioning correctly, sending it into limp mode. Wood, I don't know if we can name this car Blackie. I don't know if that might not go well in thumbnails and whatnot. He also says he's a manual driver since '77, learned on a '74 Chevette. Very cool. Chevette would be a fun car to own. That'd be fun to do. Shift Tep says congrats on the success with everything fully deserved. With everything. Sorry. I appreciate it, Shift. And congrats on your 500 subscribers. Excited for more content together and for us to grow our channels and grow in the RP stuff, the everything. It's been great to partner with you. Good night, everybody. Good to see everyone. Cross says his E38 is solid. That would be a fun car to own as well. Ray says Midnight. It's not bad. It's not bad. Let's keep working on the name though. Feel free to put them in the comments below. But with that, everyone enjoy your Thursday tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of the week. We're almost there, and look forward to talking to you guys again, hopefully this weekend. Have a good night.